want to die.
literally all of the pew pew in the dev streams, which is honestly just cringe. Yeah, good job it didn't happen again. Really.
For no pew.
And I feel bad for him because behind the scenes they must just have a rapport that's just how they joke around. We don't understand it because we've not seen them build on that. It's always just sort of, that's why I said in mind, like they should have a long time ago just picked one person, one or two people who were always the face.
Yeah.
Boomy obviously should have been a serious candidate for that. Yeah. And used the second, or Star Wars Easter. So they should have chosen they should have went further with their content creator role. Is what they should have done. Much further.
They went too diverse with it. And I mean, I could pull up the email, but when I came back in 2020, 2021, whatever it was, they wanted me to rejoin the influencer program. And I think I did for a small amount of time, but then I decided, you know what, it's changed. It's not really for me anymore. The channel doesn't really need it. And I sent them this kind of detailed email about how I felt about the program. And I was like, look, I don't really want to be in it anymore. At the time, Peter was still with us. Peter the Selkath. I don't know if you recall him being on the channel.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of.
Oh God, I forgot him.
Yeah, I was like, can you guys just focus on Peter, because he's clearly way more passionate about the game than I am right now, and he's actually streaming really often.
Yeah. I don't remember Peter the Selkath.
Is he still around? It's been a minute.
He retired. He did a quiet retirement. He had a couple of things going on with the SWTOR scene. They accused him of breaking NDA, and they banned him from the game for a week and removed him from the influencer program. They never actually told him. I look like Dread, do I? Sure.
Yeah, you're fine.
They never actually told him what it was that he allegedly leaked, I suppose. But all they said to him was that he broke NDA, and therefore he's banned and not allowed back in the influencer program. So that halted him a little bit. But then some stuff happened in his life. He had a car crash. He was totally fine. I mean, he was injured, but he was totally fine. And then he had a baby. So he had a lot of stuff going on.
Man.
Bit of a quiet retirement for him.
Oh, did me stopping my screen share mess up your framing, Sam?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I just want to be sure.
Oh, I see a kitty.
I'm just kind of clicked on them all anyways, I think. Don't worry about it.
Yes, there is a kitty. That is my cat that is named after my oldest SWTOR character that I've ever had. My character that I played, even in roleplay for the past 19 years. His name is Nim.
That's dope.
Nice. My cat's called Jadis.
Nice.
Literally is.
Sick.
Yeah.
I can't confirm because I've heard him use that name on the cat before.
I've heard him use it too.
Let's see. Head, ass,
cool,
body. Oh. Speaking of Jadis, are we all ready for him to make a wonderful comeback? I wish they would stop telling us who the hell is going to pop up and just surprise us. Why do you not only have we had to wait forever for this fucking storyline, but we already know what's going to happen pretty much.
Yeah.
Is it? I have this weird feeling he's going to show up and he's going to immediately get cucked.
I kind of can see that.
I really hope not.
Well,
I kind of see Malgus and him working together for a while because they both have that same idea of a new empire, of one that was free of certain things and whatever. But they are very opposite in some ways. Whereas Malgus, I dare say he would honestly just let people live, for the most part, happy under his rule. Whereas Jadis was all about fear. No, every single, even the smallest child born into their empire should be part of the system. And they have the same view of let's get away from the old, but they go diverging paths. And I'm wondering if that's going to play in. They've been working together up to a point behind the scenes.
I think it's
probably
possible that Malgus knows of whatever it is that Jadis is doing or where he's been.
Try to stop it.
Yeah, because
I would be shocked if he didn't know.
Exactly, right? Because the implication is that he is going to wait for somebody to grasp the power that's left over once he's doing whatever it is that he's doing. I like where the story is going in terms of Malgus, especially because it's a huge callback to the book. I mean, in the Malgus novel,
It is.
to Korriban, he has his vision of a galaxy in flames, and they're actually bringing that into the game. It's almost like it was a lost story point, maybe back from with Vanilla or something like that, and they're just kind of bringing it in
Wrap
now,
it back around.
which I don't mind.
I think
Totally fine.
I hate to say this, but I think we're seeing the wrap up of the story.
Yeah,
I don't think we're going to get any more after that. I think it'll be bug fixes. It'll all be date night kind of shit. It'll be small, like side missions, maybe some new operations once in a while, things like that. But like I said for a long time, I don't think they have anything after this. If we ever do see anything, it's going to be a minute because they've got to come up with it. They got to write it. I think there was a story, and we are about to see the conclusion, and that's another reason they've milked it. It's not just the writer's strike. It's they only have X amount of content. They probably contractually are only allowed to do certain things. And yeah.
As far as I've heard, they are pretty much allowed to do anything as long as it doesn't contradict Lucasfilm. And
well, that's a contradiction right there.
I know, right? Like their very existence is contradiction. But I think, you know what? I don't see a fault in your logic. I don't like. I think that that's probably either true or slowly becoming the reality.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they have enough people there. Because what Broadsword is about a team of 50 people. I think it's either 50 or 100 people at
managing
Broadsword.
Several games.
Managing 2, like Ultima Online and SWTOR. Yeah, that's it. It's just Ultima. It's just Ultima Online and SWTOR. That's it.
Wasn't there a third game that they were running as well?
As far as I know, it's only 2.
Yeah,
like last time I checked, it's only Ultima Online, which Ultima Online is as old as us. Like
it's something like Camelot Online or Age of Camelot, something like that.
But I don't think it's getting regular updates.
Right.
I think it's just like there. I think it's just literally just like sitting there.
That goes back to everybody's fear about Broadsword from day one, that it essentially would just meant that, and that fits what I'm thinking, that they are just for maintenance mode. They are just for like all right, these games are pretty much done. They've run their course. Now let's just milk them for whatever money they can. That's what Broadsword does.
There's so many people who take up an issue of us content creators calling the game either doomed, dead, maintenance mode. And the argument is, oh, well, if it's being updated in any capacity, then it can't be in maintenance mode, can it? Like what do you mean? Like
maintenance is maintenance, is the way I look at it.
Exactly.
You're maintaining.
Right?
It's like everything they do is to maintain what they have left. And I swear to God, I am getting so tired of games that literally die because the initial development of them is flawed.
Yeah.
And that's what was like. SWTOR is a really good idea, but from its inception, the cancer that killed it was there.
You know what will outlast it long after it will outlast SWTOR itself? It's
World of Warcraft.
No, it's only well, yeah, that too. But its assets will end up being used for far longer than it will be remembered, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? Like once I realized I could take assets from the game, I was like that freaking meme with the guy that's like, yeah boy.
I don't think many people realize that it's actually even possible. I mean, even I knew of its existence, of some of the tools' existence, but I didn't quite realize how intricate it was and how well supported it was with Blender. I honestly thought it was like some add-on in the Dark Ages where you were just able to bring in a few models and maybe even have to
bring
pay
in
for
everything.
Like, what is it, ninja ripping or whatever it's called?
Yes. But that was my first introduction to it because, like I said, I was working in 3ds Max when I was in high school. SWTOR came out the year after I graduated high school. So, like when SWTOR came out, about a year later, I was just like, is it possible for me to get my characters out of the game? And then I found out that there was like this super complex, like dark internet sorcery way to get your models from the game because no one had figured out exactly how to do it. But now it's open season. People have figured it out. Like there's an entire web tool.
Yep.
It makes me kind of
Several
excited to get some of those guides out at some point, because I
To
think as
be
soon as some
clear, we
people know
are-
how to use it, they're going to start making some cool stuff.
To be
Oh,
clear,
yeah.
we are only using said assets for our own personal use, not
Exactly.
blah, no redistribution, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Artistic
Yeah.
uses.
A lot of them are
Artistic
transformed anyways.
self-care.
Like the moment you start destroying those vertices, animating them a different way, different
True.
textures and all that kind of stuff, like it's
Mhm.
it's fair game for
Yep.
for what's it called? Fair use policies, sorry. I mean, you still wouldn't straight up try to monetize from that, but you're
No.
kind of within your right to share some of that stuff publicly, as long as you're not, like, oh my god, I made this from the ground up kind of thing. Now, you still want to credit the sources a little bit. I mean, I've been trying to credit the
Oh, yeah.
SWTOR slices as much as possible, because I'd love for them to get more exposure and more people on their inner circle team to help them update the add-ons and make it more accessible. Because one thing I would
Dude, you
love with those add-ons is like an actual viewable animation box, so I can see the animation before I pull it in. There are so many animations for this game. There's thousands. I think over 7,000
There's so many.
animations.
There's so many.
Yeah.
That's like one of the biggest files I have. Like, because there's I'm just gonna look at the animation creature folder. It's like Accolade droid, Bantha boss, bull, cat boss, colacoid droid, dewback boss, dog, dragon bat. There's so many.
Yep. So just a quick one for the chat, just so everybody knows who everybody is, because I see somebody asking. So above me, this is Birdface, has a YouTube channel, SWTOR content creator. And to my left on the frame is Outcast Cantina, voice actor and also a content creator. And a game developer, let's say.
I know, works in progress.
Excellent. We will take some questions and stuff from the chat, by the way, guys, but usually the podcast is a bit more chill, so we don't necessarily interact with the chat the way that I normally would during a normal stream. So if we see something cool in the chat, we will sort of pick it out, especially if it contributes to the conversation. So I'm just putting that out there.
Someone is asking what happened to your hair, though.
Oh, really? What did I miss? What happened to your hair? Oh, God. It would be Austerlitz as well. I shaved it off. Shaved it off. Male pattern baldness, man, it comes for us all. It's in the genes. Central has good genes.
Join us.
Let's get Sydney
better be
Sweeney
careful with that.
Let's get Sydney Sweeney in the Star Wars project. I want that.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Yeah, my hair fell off and it was absorbed by my headphones, and that's why they're so big.
Oh,
that's literally it.
All
right, but you know what? On the subject of like the models and stuff living past the game, like BioWare and EA had something right. Like the Star Wars fandom at the time, especially in 2008 when this was announced, was just like they wanted more Knights of the Old Republic content because it had been 4 years since the second game had come out. Mm-hmm. And that game was still flying off shelves. You know, like you couldn't find a used copy of KOTOR 2. Trust me, I tried. And then what you had, like the Knights of the Old Republic comics. You had people some of the people who were writing books in the same area. Like, in fact, a lot of people don't know don't know what the name of the Republic fleet and the Imperial fleet are in Star Wars in SWTOR, and they don't realize that half of those come from the comics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Viking Space Dock, Carrick Station. So what Carrick is Zane Carrick, and
Zane Carrick.
Viking Space Dock. Viking is, if I'm not mistaken, he was like one of the first Grand Moffs of Tenebrae's Empire, something like that.
He literally is the mastermind of the Sith war effort.
Yeah.
He after the end of the hyperspace war, when the Sith Empire actually disappeared, when Tenebrae at the time he was Vitiate, was like reforming the Empire. Viken was like, we are going to rebuild the military from the ground up.
Yeah.
And he laid out a plan that was supposed to be played out over centuries, and he knew he would die before he ever saw it come to fruition.
Yeah.
But he everything he did came true. Viken was a G.
Yeah, he was a cool
Yeah.
dude. I
remember
forget-
that. Yeah, from those little videos they would release in early days with Tor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did they stop
It's in
doing
there.
those? Those were great.
I think there is also something in the SWTOR encyclopedia, either the encyclopedia or a codex entry from the game. I'm forgetting which, but there's something on the Viken space dock.
Yeah, there's a few codexes in the game. It's in the SWTOR encyclopedia. When in doing research for a video I'm working on, subscribe to my channel, you idiots. I found basically like notes from like people from like art designers and like narrative directors that were fleshing it out in the background, and it's crazy. I did the same thing for the Hutts, and finding stuff about the Hutts is crazy.
Does
bet.
Viken have a statue on Drommenkaz? Is that true?
I think Viken does.
See, I know
think
there's the unfinished Colossus, which is Vauron, and then there is the shards, which is meant to represent the victory of the Sith Empire.
There's also the other one right on the other side of the little building, just down over there where that one ship mission. And I forget what that one is though.
If I remember correctly, I think they're right. I think he actually does have a statue somewhere in the game.
That's cool.
And just like the original SWTOR companions do. I mean, the original KOTOR companions do. They have statues in the zoo on Corellia, I believe. I think Mission and Karth and several. I don't know if Canderous is one of them though.
Holy shit! I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Can't see Canderous really wanting a statue. Weirdly enough,
he'd have something to say about it, wouldn't he, if he saw it?
He'd be like,
he would. He'd be so mad.
Like, what a waste of money, man. We could have bought another legion of fighters, man, for the fleet.
Yeah, he got to build a basilisk or two with that kind of money.
Mm-hmm.
Dude's got a problem with everything.
Now that he might go for. If it was him in his whole Mandalore costume, then all right, he might.
Oh yeah, we had like Mandalore the Preserver.
Mm.
Yeah. More
Which a lot like, you know how many people I talk to who don't realize that Mandalore the Preserver is Canderous?
Yeah, those people are stupid. I want nothing to do with them. How do you not know this?
The first time I played through KOTOR 2, I was kind of wondering. I could tell that it was the same voice actor, but you're so used to some games recycling voice actors.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're kind of looking at it and you're like, no, Jake, KOTOR doesn't seem like the type to do that. They don't do anything else. So it's got to be Canderous behind it. Besides, it makes sense lore-wise. Okay, so yeah, you just sort of went.
What really sealed it for me was that one conversation he has with Kreia. And like right before you go to Isis, and she's like, is that why you're still looking for him? Is that why you're building up the Mandalorians, because you're waiting for him? Are you wondering why he left you? And he's like, how did you know that?
Forget the Jedi.
I'm like, oh,
keep your eyes on her.
Yeah, I'm like, holy shit, Canderous.
Yeah,
my freaking teenage brain couldn't take it. I lost my mind.
Yeah.
Oh, that whole game is a mind fuck as far as that kind of crap goes.
Do you know what made that cooler for me? My experience with KOTOR way back when is I played the second one first. And then I played the first one and was completely blown away by all the references. And then the actual plot twist in the first one blew me away even more because of the amount of mystery around him in the second game. It was actually really good. Whenever I meet people that haven't played those games before, I'm like, play the second one first. Literally, trust me. Play the second one first. Don't read into any spoilers. Then go play the first one and trust me. Just trust
It
me.
does give you a certain vibe to it when you play. If you play it that way, it's sort of like, again, like watching the Star Wars movies in a certain order
Yeah.
will change the way they hit,
Yes.
especially if you're trying to introduce somebody to it.
Yes.
Base model.
Yeah, just like gosh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to introduce. I don't know if I can introduce KOTOR to anyone anymore. I introduced it to a friend of mine, good friend, but he's like a 20-year-old Zoomer, and he got like a tenth of the way through Terrace. Like he
Oh,
literally
man.
just got to the lower city, and he's like, "Game's too slow, not enough particles." I'm like,
What?
God damn it.
Not enough.
Not modern enough for them.
yeah. I'm like, you freaking Zoomer in your screen filled, plastic filled, neon, bass boosted fart sound video game brain.
It tends to be
How
that
dare you?
it tends to be that combination of it being an old game paired with 10-based combat. Like people see, like if it was just an old game, people would play it, or if it was just 10-based combat, people would play it. But they see both of those things together and are like, "Fuck this, that's ancient. Like I'm not playing that." I kind of understand it, but at the same time, it's like, whoa, you should play it.
Which
you should really play it.
like
Give it a
literally while I've been playing KOTOR, I was just like, listen, if this KOTOR remake gets off the ground, for the love of God, just make it Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes. I completely agree. That
For
is
the love
safe.
of God.
Like straight up.
Like I did, like a friend of mine gave me access to his GOG account, and I downloaded Baldur's Gate 3, and I was just like, all right, well, I was like, I'm used to RPGs and stuff like that, but I was like, oh, I get it. This is literally like playing a D&D campaign.
Mhm.
I was completely blown away with how the game just handled itself.
Mhm.
And I was like, why do all of the talented people not make Star Wars games anymore?
Mhm.
Because they don't like you.
Because of who owns it. You know, they get to cherry pick who they give licenses to and what they make. So that's the downside. If Disney owned Star Wars before The Old Republic came out, Star Wars The Old Republic, we never would have got it.
No, we never would have. No.
They'd have been like, what do you mean it's going to cost $200
fuck?
billion to make this? Fuck you, you're not making... That would have been...
Yeah, I know, right?
They'd have been, we're going to go make season 2 of The Acolyte. Like, screw your MMO. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
no.
I couldn't handle that.
I still trip out that up until it was dethroned by the first Destiny, Star Wars: The Old Republic had the largest budget of any game
Yeah.
to date.
Yeah.
That is
Like,
insane. Yeah.
Destiny, like you know how much money Destiny had to spend to blow SWTOR out of the water, considering it still has the record for the largest voice acting cast in a game.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, that's nuts.
This is a really good segue, right? Because considering that, right, it's something to be proud of. Something to be proud of, having so many voice lines, having so many cutscenes in your game. You know, that's such a thing to be proud of, right? So why would you, in any capacity, want to remove them?
Sam!
You can't say that, Sam.
Let me full screen Badface here. This is the reaction of the century. Here we go. Badface is big angry.
This is not good.
This is the only justified crash out I will have this year, and I don't care what all of you end game spacebar spamming Andys have to say. Play a different game. Play a different game. Go somewhere else.
Fair. Totally
Like,
fair.
if I have one more solo player tell me how much they hate having to sit through cutscenes, I swear to God, it's like showing up to a hockey game and saying, "I wish it was more like basketball."
Yep.
It's too cold in here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like Jesus Christ.
Yep. You tell him, Badface.
No.
You tell him.
You tell them.
Do you know
So,
everyone's
like, I didn't. I didn't get to say this in the video, and I'm going to say it right now so that everyone can hear it. Everyone can hear this. Not all flashpoints have story modes. Not all of them. And the game does not show you where the flashpoint entrances are at any point. Trust me, I know. I played the game on a free-to-play account with nothing on it. It pushes you into the group finder, and then it only gets you to do veteran modes when you're the appropriate level for it. So new players will never see those cutscenes, and they won't even know where to go to find them.
Agree. Hard agree.
So
that's what people aren't looking at. They're not looking at the actual logistics of how this is going to play out. It's like somebody in the dev meeting went, we should just remove the cutscenes from veteran mode and master mode. And nobody said to him, all right, what would be the flaws of that? Can you point out like step by step what we would be missing if we did that? It's like somebody just went, oh no, screw that. Let's just take them out. That sounds like an amazing idea. There wasn't any real thought that went behind it, because you're right. There is nothing to directly introduce you to those flashpoints other than flashpoints such as Black Talon or the Essilus, because you literally have to walk by them. Now, fair enough, on some other planets, sometimes you come across them, but that's not always the case. Like the False Emperor.
Exactly.
Right? Or
exactly.
Things like that. Like you don't necessarily come across the False Emperor unless you specifically go questing on Ilum and look for that phase entrance, and even then, there is nothing that directs you towards it. There is no precursor quest that says, go do that mission. You know?
Exactly.
Not to my knowledge.
I asked people this. I was like, okay, tell me where you get to the foundry. Tell me where to walk in. Tell me where you walk into the foundry.
Yeah.
And they couldn't tell me. And I'm like, see, I know, because I remember playing the game before there was a group finder. So I know where all of the flashpoints are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone like me isn't affected by this, but the person that just downloaded SWTOR today, or download SWTOR after that story update, still even today, will not know where the outbound mission hangar is.
Yep. God, that thing used to get used so often.
Yes,
so often.
Everybody there.
Remember, there used to be people who would stand there asking people to join their groups.
Yep. Yeah,
they gave up though because nobody wanted to do them.
When the Rakghoul update came out, they ended up, I don't think it was there straight away, but eventually they ended up putting quest starters on the actual main part of the fleet. There's like an astromech droid or something that you can go speak to.
Yes.
And it kind of directs you to them. Like that's kind of what you need, but you need them in more obvious spaces. I think there was one for Colicoid Wargame as well.
Yes, there is. There are certain flashpoints that may have like an NPC that will lead you. I think the Hoth. No, there's not a Hoth. There's not one for Hoth. No, what am I thinking? There's one for Ilum. There is one for Battle of Rishi. There's one for Battle of Rishi. Because Battle of Rishi, you actually have to talk to someone to get into there. And what else? None of the, but I think it's almost all the flashpoints that are after vanilla. But all of the vanilla veteran mode flashpoints, the only way you're going to find them is if you know where to go looking for them.
Yeah.
Does anyone in chat know how to find the Red Reaper? Because I do.
Mm-hmm.
Chaos Under Siege. I bet no one knows where to find it.
See, this is it, right? Only the OG players are actually aware of where to go for those flashpoints. Some of the later ones that have come out are going to be more obvious because, such as the ones on Odessen, right? So like Crisis on Umbara,
or Nathema, Corporo.
They all have. They're like right next to some story stuff that happens, so there's no way that you don't see those terminals as you go through them. But more importantly, they have a specific solo mode that you can go through, and they started doing that way back when in Knights of the Eternal Throne. So if they want to remove cutscenes from veteran mode and master mode flashpoints, they need to have a solo mode specific option. Now, fair enough, even I've made a video saying that the game's too easy, and I, as a veteran player, can go into most veteran mode flashpoints or even some master mode flashpoints and solo them. They can literally solo them. So maybe all versions are a solo mode, but the point being, a new player who is level 22, who is about to experience Athis for the first time ever, they're not soloing it. It's not happening. They probably don't even have a companion to rank 15 yet. You know? It's fine for me to do it, but they can't.
Yeah. It's I feel like people are not thinking about this.
Yeah.
They're only thinking only reason people are yes-anding this is because they're thinking about the one time they ran Black Talon.
Yeah.
And the one time they ran Black Talon, and then the one person wouldn't spacebar through all the cutscenes and how annoyed they were.
Yeah.
And this change is literally catering to those people.
Yeah.
The game is always catered to faster gameplay. It's always catered to those who cried. It's the exact same thing I pointed out in my video. It will.
Well, I'm going to start crying, dude.
It's stupid, though, right? Because all of this really could have been fixed with a simple system. Like, we've already got it, to be fair. You can vote to kick players out of your group. Why can't you just vote to skip the cutscenes? It would have been so freaking simple. Vote to skip cutscenes, skips all the cutscenes in the Flashpoint. Everyone's in agreement. And then you can do that in all versions of the Flashpoint. You could even do that in Operations if you really wanted to. Not that they're, having lots of cutscenes in Operations.
A ton of cutscenes in Operations, yeah.
You could even go so far as, if you really don't like that, you could even set it up into the person's config or something like that, to where you automatically just vote no on that. Your vote will always be no, to skip or
even like
whatever.
in the activity finder section, right? Just like how you can select which flashpoint you want to go and do. Maybe there's just another checkbox that says skip cutscenes, and that's it. And if all players had that checked when they joined, it'll skip the cutscenes. Like, I don't understand what would have been so difficult about that. And what I actually see happening, right, and I think I saw this with Birdfist as well, is that some people were coming after it, after this feedback that we're giving, as some kind of negative precedence. And the thing that you don't realize, ultimately, is regardless of whether or not you agree cutscenes should be in it, or whether they should be skipped or whatever, the theme that is proven to be true is that these developers are removing content from the game on a consistent basis without giving players the option to opt in or out. And it's really frustrating. Really frustrating. When you remove something, and I said this in the video, when you remove something from the game permanently, you decrease its value.
This is so true.
It's very true. And and my whole thing was, and especially anyone who saw my video, I brought it out. It doing this with the cutscenes is it's another point on the graph of this. They're betraying initially what the game was designed to be about. The game was designed on story. Yeah. Even the group content was focused on story. The solo content focused on story. And it was story above all else, because that's the kind of studio BioWare was.
Yeah.
For every game that and what people don't forget is BioWare made the first Baldur's Gate game.
Yeah.
So BioWare has been a story-focused studio since day one. So of course, if they're doing MMO, they're going to go down that road. So by them doing this, it's literally spitting in the face of all the freaking shoulders that everyone at the studio is standing on.
Yeah.
Every single one of those people that poured their heart and soul into those flashpoints, cinematics, guess what? F you. This one guy doesn't like the fact that he has to hit spacebar.
Yep, it's a slap in the face to every single one of those developers who were hitting the original vision of this being a story-based game. And to be fair, there's even some things that we haven't even brought up yet that kind of matter, and the devs didn't even clear any of it up yet, which is really important, because if you're going to remove cutscenes, there are other things that go along with that, such as social points. How are people going to get social points now?
Alignment points.
Social points even a thing?
Who's dealt with social points in a long time though? Those even still a thing?
Anyways, dark side and light side choices, they're a big part of a flashpoint. So if they're going to be skipped, are you just going to be automatically given a dark side point or a light side point? How's that going to work? And then when you look at flashpoints like Black Talon, the outcome of certain situations change depending on what options you chose. You get a different boss entirely if you chose light side or dark side. So how are they going to handle that? They haven't said anything about that at all. They just came out onto the stream and they were like, oh yeah, we're removing the cutscenes. They're just going to skip, and there's no more details for you at all about that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, they're going to have a default choice. What default choice? What default choice? It's like, even if you look at a game like Mass Effect, we don't know what the default story is on Mass Effect if we don't, because there is none.
Yeah.
It is all dependent on how your character chooses to go through the game, and that is the way this game was designed. So, but by being like, oh, this is the default way that happened, this completely ruins the whole concept of the game in general. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, players are gonna want to skip as much as they possibly can in flashpoints, and I know because I've been there, I've done it. When people go in to go play the Malgus flashpoint, the Battle of Ilum, there is a huge amount of mobs at the start of that flashpoint. People just run past them. So if you're going to remove cutscenes for the sake of making things faster, why wouldn't you remove the mobs? Are we going to remove the mobs next? So I can run
why
to the
don't you
boss
just make
quicker?
it where if I pay you 100 CCs or whatever, you just automatically give me the XP. I can just stand it in one place and just pull out my credit card and just
yeah. If you're a subscriber, the mission just auto completes. You accept it, and then it just auto completes because your time is really valuable to you. So we don't want you to go and actually play it. So we'll just remove it for you, give you the reward. Let's cut out the middleman. Who needs any of the content?
I mean, like, and see, like, there's some level here where it's just like, well, maybe this will bring like people back into social spaces. You know, you'll see people advertising running flashpoints and stuff on Fleet, and I'm like, no, you won't.
No.
What the hell? Like,
no more than what you already do, anyways.
Which is none.
Mm-hmm. And the people that already do it is people that are looking for master mode flashpoints, right? Those are pretty much the only people who talk in the chat. They'll put into the chat something like, tank, please queue master mode flashpoint. And that's it. It's never anything like, oh, please get together so I can go do this story. No.
Yeah.
And again, we need that solo mode.
And see, thing about it is, like, I hold one thing. If they just apply this to master mode flashpoints, I wouldn't be having this conversation. Because master mode flashpoints are just like, hey, you've definitely already done this a billion times, and you're doing it for gear, and you're doing it for commendations, you're doing it for a bunch of this other stuff. So yeah, master mode flashpoints, yeah, skip the cutscenes.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah. This is really a wild one, and to be honest, I think it's lazy development because again, we've sat here for 5 minutes and discussed several things that could have improved that system. Mainly being the vote to skip option, I think. And the devs have had 1.5 years to come up with some decent content for the game. And this is all they could come up with. And it's the illusion of change all of the time. It's like, oh my god, nothing's changed in the game for a while. We better do something wild to make it look like we're still passionate about the game and we're still developing stuff. They need to stop doing that. They need to stop changing things. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. You know, you can add to a thing, but don't try to fix something if it's not broken. You know what I mean? If you can spacebar through... Do you know what? We should do this. We should actually go into the game, spacebar through a flashpoint as normal, and then when it comes to the skipped option later on, let's compare how much time we saved. Because, to be honest... I bet it's not going to be a lot. People can skip through cutscenes really freaking quickly. I know I can. Yes. I can get through a cutscene in seconds. You know, literal seconds. Yeah. So I'm going to be really surprised if it's some kind of significant time saver, which I don't think it's going to be.
I doubt it is. Like I was saying, man, this change is literally for the one guy that's like, hey, skip the cutscenes, and then starts a vote to kick for the one guy who wants to sit there and watch the cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally for that one guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's all it is.
Yeah, and
it's the
it promotes the toxic side of it as well, right? Because let's face it,
Yes.
as veterans, I've never kicked someone for taking too long in a cutscene. If someone's watching it, they're watching it. I might get annoyed, but it's a cutscene in the game. It's how we operate, you know?
It's
It's
part
their
of the
first
game.
time seeing it. It might be their first
And
time in the Flashpoint. I'm now here to help them.
I always feel
Exactly.
excited when I find out this is like, oh, their first time watching it. And I'm like, oh, dude, you know what? Go ahead. Go right ahead. No, I get it.
Yeah, it's just
Enjoy.
like it's like that's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I mean for people. It's like, oh, it's like, yeah, but I'm getting tired. Fine, go play another game. Go
Mhm.
somewhere else. Go somewhere else.
Mhm.
Be gone. Either deal with it or leave. I'm
I
sorry.
get it.
I don't give an F.
We can see
I've
you feel
never
very
cared.
strongly about it, Badface.
I've never cared about anything less than someone complaining that the cutscene won't skip.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
But see, they feel probably the exact same, but just rephrase it. They were like, I
Yeah.
don't care if you want to see it.
I mean,
Yeah.
let's listen
Yeah.
to the complaint here, right? The
Mm-hmm.
complaint is cutscenes are taking too long. So let's say you're a developer on Star Wars: The Old Republic, and I say to you, this person is hindering my experience, and you say, oh my god, why? Why are they hindering your experience? And then I say, they're making me watch the cutscenes that you made. I'm sorry, what?
Okay.
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What? How is that hindering you? It's ridiculous. It's such a
Well,
stupid
I have
and
to pee, and I
thing.
decided to jump. I have to pee, and I jumped into a flashpoint.
Well,
Yeah.
What sucks to be you, I guess.
Yeah, shouldn't have done that, I guess.
That's exactly what we've been talking about, Austerlitz. A vote to skip option.
Yeah. Yep.
It would have
I
been
I would
better.
love to. I would have loved that because, like I was talking about it in my Discord with some people, and I have a couple people in my Discord who don't even really play the game anymore. And when I told them about the change, they were just like, "This seems lazy."
It is. It is
It's
a
like-
pointless, as our buddy here put it. It is a pointless change.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
is honestly, it is a time waste change. It is nothing more than another let's stir the pot.
Yep.
Yeah. Which I'm sorry. I would love to stir the pot in a way that doesn't have people arguing. How about, hey, let's stir the pot. We're adding a new planet that isn't linked to the stupid Mandalorian plot line that's been going on since 7.0
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That'd be kind
and
of cool, actually.
and isn't the most impossible thing to pronounce.
I'd be kind of down for that, to be honest. That's kind of cool.
Like, I'm sorry, I see Arnook and I'm like,
Arho.
So what do you mean? God, stop.
Just can't figure it out, huh?
No. Speaking of expansions, because like this is something I've been kind of like workshopping,
Mhm.
and just like I'm seeing if I could, it's one of those situations where it's like, hey, put your money where your mouth is. And I was like, I'm gonna come up with an expansion, and I'm gonna do a design document for it. I'm going to do all of the absolute work. And
Show that the
I
story
had,
could continue.
huh?
Yeah. Show that the story could not only continue, but it could be fucking good.
Mhm. Oh, and here's the title I have for it so far: Star Wars: The Old Republic: Shadows of the Underworld.
Mhm.
Only if Michael Jackson makes a cameo.
Love that.
That's amazing. Well,
I'm
how about
gonna-
the positive change? How
Just
about
really
the positive
quickly,
change?
I'm gonna let you two just solo it for a minute. I just need to step away for a second, and I'll just
Yep.
be right back. I'll just be right back.
Yep.
He just messaged me. He's got to poop.
Yeah, I know. I believe you.
Yeah.
There was something positive that came out of that live stream that I'm absolutely for, though.
Oh,
even though
what?
even though I feel like they didn't go as far as they could have with it.
What
The
did
free
they
to play
make?
change. The free to play changes.
They
the
were,
free-to-play cha-
yeah. They still didn't give us the main one they gave us. Like I said in my video, they gave us every one but the main one that I really gave a fuck about. All those others. Now, you know what their argument's going to be, that because we have all that, the only holdout is the money thing. So they'll never fucking let up on that. Not until the game truly goes full free to play.
Exactly. Like there's only two things that really bug me about free to play that they could change. That would be an absolute W, and I will absolutely give them credit for, is operations. Let free to play players do all of the operations except for the newest ones, and remove the freaking credit cap.
Yeah,
that's it. Just those two things. It'd be fine. I'd be completely okay. But completely okay with everything else.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. You can deal with it.
And by the way, apparently I still know what I'm doing. I still can get to all the flashpoints. I know where all of them are.
I still say the only change that I really want is I want a stripper pole in the commando ship, just because it feels like he would be the kind that would probably bring some Twi'lek girls up on a ship for the rest of the crew. And secondly, I want new ships. I want to use whatever ship, no matter what effing class I am.
I'd love to be able to pick a ship to use.
Like, yeah, you've already unlocked all the story missions. Like, if you have legendary status, that should be another one of your options at the bottom. A little highlighted ship shape. Which one do you want to use for your story? Oh, yeah, I want to use this one. Yeah, cool.
Only thing is using the ships are pointless now, because the galaxy map could just literally QT you everywhere. I highly doubt. I want to know, is there anyone in chat? When is the last time you guys have ever set foot on your ship?
Only when it's necessary for story. I don't go there for any of that.
Exactly. Yeah. Post Ilum, I don't think anyone ever really sets foot on their personal ships anymore. Because there's no point. Yeah. Because the galaxy map teleports you everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Don't get me wrong. As an old school player, with the old ones, I had to run everywhere to get to everything, and you had to do everything the hard way. It's nice to kind of just do things the quick and easy way now. But I feel like it makes the new players miss out on something, and I definitely feel that it needs to be earned. Which it sort of is. We kind of forget that we've bought in all the cooldowns through our legacy and crap like that. If you go back to like a straight up free to play account, nothing. Oh God, it's murder.
Oh, I've done that. I've done that.
That would be a fun challenge here on the channel, like to do during one of these live streams. Just spend a couple hours, one of us making make a character, all that kind of crap, and we run through and try to teach people. The first 2 or 3 hours are just, however long, what are the crucial things you can do as a free-to-play player to actually take advantage of certain things?
There's not a lot. Not a lot. You would be right. There is a couple of niche things possibly, but there's not a lot that a free-to-play player can do, to be honest. But just while you guys were talking about starships, starships are like redundant now. Like, when was the last time in the main story of the game did you use your starship?
He just said the same thing.
Literally fucking never. Like, every time there's a spaceship cutscene now, you're in some random shuttle, or you're in something from Odessin. Like, you're never in your actual personal starship for any reason at all whatsoever. Like, all of your companions must be so freaking lonely. Like, Ken Bow's just at the back of the ship, nudging his food ball. Please come back, master. Where have you gone?
Bro, and the thing is, I'm mad because SWTOR has one of the coolest ships in Star Wars, and I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
The X-70B is the most lit ship in Star Wars.
Yeah, the agent ship. Oh, come on.
Yes.
Come on.
It's the most lit ship. It's the most mysterious. I did a deep dive on it.
Yeah.
I did a deep dive on the X-70B, and I was just like, there's information, but it's intentionally mysterious.
Do you know, it goes to prove another larger point, and that's that the devs never know what they're doing, right? Because you think back to the development of the personal starship, is that they wanted it to be your main hub, and you had to have
your
legacy leveled up, right legacy perks, and then you had to sink millions and millions of credits into a GTN unlock, a legacy cargo bay, a mailbox, a repair droid, and then just all of a sudden, when Strongholds came out, it was like, oh yeah, just have it for a credit. There's 10 credits and have your cargo bay and all the rest of the shit. It just totally undermined everything with personal starships. Like, there needed to be something unique about your personal starship. And to be fair, the thing that was unique about your personal starship was your companions. But ever since Knights of the Fallen Empire, and they all went missing, like, that's... Ever since then, that's when they started neglecting companions big time. That's when the starship was really no longer necessary. Especially even with companion quests, right? Like, they, instead of improving on the companions that we had, adding additional storylines to them and more side objectives to do for them, was here is a Nexu, and then here is a reskinned Nexu, and then here's a Wampa, and then here's an Akdog. You know, those things are cool, but it undermined all of the other companions before. These things have no quest for them. There's no progression for them. The Claw Slug can't craft for you. So why do we have a Claw Slug companion if it can't? I find some of it really ridiculous to be. I mean, it's
what
cool.
I would have liked is,
it is cool.
Everything you just said right there, where they flushed them out, but they also should have then kept going, and like you should have actually done it differently. Like you should have had to get a certain skill somewhere and then go catch these beasts.
Yes, like a certain profession or something like that. Something else tied to it. That would have been cool, man. Now that's
like
that's development
and
right
Galaxies.
there.
Yeah,
that's substance. It's meaning.
You could have a fucking ball that you like take and you throw it at it, and it hits the good thing in the head so hard that it knocks it unconscious, and then the ball could open up, suck it inside like a black hole.
Yeah,
and then you go keep the ball in your pocket.
That sounds like very good. It sounds vaguely familiar to something. I can't put my finger on it though.
So in fairness, they did do the what did they call it? Venture with the Bessie companion droid. So that's expanding on a companion in a somewhat meaningful way, right? Like there was some story with that. That was kind of okay. But the thing that wasn't cool about Ventures was the fact that it said, "Oh yeah, now go do 100 dailies, and maybe do that twice." And you're like, "Excuse me? I'm sorry, what?" For a companion?
Bro, I haven't farmed daily since 2.0.
Yeah, who the fuck does that anymore? Like the only time I'll do
Section X.
The only time I'll do it is for like the Yavin storyline, of course, because you got to run those ones just for that little bit. And sometimes I'll run Yavin just because, well, there are some things you can farm on Yavin. Yavin is.
Yeah, like and plus I think Yavin is like one of the cooler world bosses.
Yeah. It is. It's just a chill place to hang out. Like in my off time, like even if I just want to hang out in game, I will still to this day just go there and just slice farm. Why not? I'm just running around gathering up money, just killing enemies, just something to do, going in a circle.
See, here's the thing. Like Sigurdsson made a point. It's like already strongholds are as redundant as starships for the hub as anyone I know goes to the fleet or to the hub. Here's the thing, though. Strongholds are for. I'm going to be honest. If you think strongholds are as redundant, they're not made for you. Strongholds are for two people: collectors and role players. Straight up. Like role players are the primary people who use strongholds. Yeah. That's just a fact. And if anyone tells you different, they're trying to sell you something. Because it's just a fact. Like that's why I always felt like strongholds are badly implemented even for role players.
Yeah.
Because the one thing about role playing is that it's great when you're role playing in an interconnected world and you feel connected to the world. But strongholds completely take you out of the world and it doesn't feel connected, which is why World of Warcraft's new player housing is going to pop off.
Yeah.
WoW's new player housing is going to be amazing.
Yeah. I think you can name any MMO with a housing system and SWTOR is somewhere at the bottom.
I don't think so much potential.
Yeah, it's got potential and it's it's fun sometimes to decorate one stronghold and see how cool it looks at the end of it. But the moment you've done 2 or 3, you're a bit like, this is kind of shit. And then not only that, the devs themselves don't seemingly care about the decorational potential in some of these strongholds. Because I don't know if you guys remember some of the issues they had in the past, but their hook placement was awful. It still genuinely
is. I don't like the hook system. The hook system's bad.
Yeah.
It's like, and don't get me wrong. When I come down to it and I try to think about it, Star Wars Galaxies wasn't that much better either because you had to use keyboard commands to move everything.
Oh Jesus!
But it was the that was my first experience of player housing, and I was just like, and I think I got more familiar with coordinates in Star Wars Galaxies before I even touched 3D software.
Yeah. That was one thing I hated back in the day, like when you were looking for HK parts, everything was like coordinate based and crap like that. And like if you've been playing the game, you realize like you don't pay attention to that at all. Like playing through it, like they are not relying on it. This is not Star Wars Galaxies.
Thank you, Exiled.
What did Exiled say? Let's read his thing. It's too bad that strongholds don't serve as a necessary. I can't read.
You want me to read it out?
Yes, you read it out.
You're better at reading.
Yeah, so first of all, thank you for the super chat, of course, Exiled. Always one of our #1 supporters. Do love you, my friend. He says, it's too bad that strongholds don't serve as a necessary utility to make them a viable endgame grind. Would be awesome if you could assemble Rakata forges in your stronghold, craft the best endgame gear or something. Totally valid. Like, if you had a reason to go to your stronghold, like, you could only craft a certain type of gear, like a legendary gear or something in your stronghold, gives you a reason to go there and actually be present.
Not even that. Like, I've always maintained the fact that flashpoints should be dropping decorations as part of the loot pool. And it should not be as like, you know how many times I had to run Nathema to get like 2 waterfalls?
Yeah, I do that crap
so many
times.
So many times, dude. I'm just like there is a disconnect between the devs and their understanding of aspirational content, which is why sometimes I tell people, like, you may not like Destiny, but Destiny understands this better than the SWTOR devs. They just do. And Final Fantasy understands it more. And even World of Warcraft, for its aging 21-year-old game, understands aspirational content. But for some reason, SWTOR can't put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. As Exiled points out, there are some instances where you can get some decorations from flashpoints. I think you even kind of said that yourself, Bedfirst. Like you can even get the snow globy decorations from Uprisings, I think it is, and they're pretty cool.
Yes,
they're pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just how cool would it be to run the Zerka, like, because when's the last time anyone's done Zerka Core Meltdown? That's another thing. Not a single person is going to know how to find Zerka Core Meltdown. There are new players who don't even realize that CZ 198 is on the Galaxy map.
Section X, same for Section X as well. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You don't necessarily go to these places unless the game kind of directs you properly to go there. And because of the way that they've been doing things with the purple icons and such, it's not always going to be obvious.
It gets ignored.
Yeah.
It gets ignored straight up.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, how awesome would it be to run a Zerka, to be like, okay, this week I'm farming Zerka, and you get like an incubator. And you get like an incubator item, and throughout all the Zerka flashpoints, you have to collect DNA from certain animals and bosses. Then at the same time, and after you've done collecting them all, bam, you have a new creature, mount or pet.
Mm-hmm.
It brings up something, and this goes into something else I am excited for. Out of all the changes they mentioned, Imagine if the welcome HUD was actually useful and had fun rotation of activities to direct new players to try out. That would be good.
Yes.
The thing I am most excited for is the UI change. I am so
Did they even say what it's going to be?
no, but I'm just imagining beauty.
So, actually, speaking on that, because, and again, this comes down to another communication issue, and it leaves us players having to speculate at things. So, not this dev stream that just went, but the one before, they obviously talked about some of the other interface things that they were doing, right? So they went from circle markers to box markers and that kind of thing. And they just never really kind of explained why they were doing that. They were just like, hey, we're just going to refresh this just fucking because, right? They took something away that was SWTOR themed, like all those mission markers and stuff. That told me I was playing SWTOR. And I kind of liked that stuff. I never knew I liked them until they were gone, but it is what it is. But now that we have this information of, oh, okay, they're doing DX12 updates, they're having issues getting the old interface into the DX12 version, therefore they're going to improve it, upgrade it, remake it, whatever it was that they said. Now it makes sense. But even then, they didn't fully explain that. Even with this new information, we're having to piece it together. Like, they can't sit there and concisely tell you why they're doing a thing. It's stupid. It's literally stupid.
Man, every single one of these dev streams, I still come out there's something I always come out the other end thinking. And I was like, see, you can tell that the $200 million budget this game had went to the wrong place, because there's something that WoW, Guild Wars 1 and 2, Final Fantasy 14, even games like Black Desert Online and stuff like that, they all have one thing in common. They all have their own engine.
Yeah. Well,
SWTOR doesn't. It doesn't have its own engine.
It used an old, archaic engine,
a very old engine.
Yeah, you're technically right. They did use the Hero engine and an older version of the Hero engine at that. They didn't even use the most up-to-date version. But even still, what I do know from speaking with the developers is that
please give me your insight.
They've already changed and altered so much from the original Hero engine that you would no longer recognize it as the Hero engine. It basically is now at its own point where it's its own custom SWTOR engine. But and I can't really speak too much of it because I haven't seen behind the scenes or the source code of the game. But from how I understand it, the entire coding of the game is spaghettified. Like, everything is connected to this, that's connected to that.
Oh, no.
This is connected to that over there. And that's why, over the years, they have been kind of changing some of the elements about the game. Like, for example, the preview window, the character sheet. A lot of things have just changed slightly so that they can replace things in a more tidier fashion. And again, this is me piecing things together. This isn't something that they've actually said out loud. This is us just taking small bits of information from what they've given us and having to piece it together. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's why they've done that, and that's kind of why they've done this. Eric kind of aired on this before when I spoke to him in an interview. I can't remember the exact thing we were talking about, but it was something to do with the outfit designer, and he said something along the lines. Oh, it was weapon stamping. I remember, because we didn't have weapon stamping in the game yet, and I was like, dude, when's weapon stamping coming? You talked about it, such and such, and he basically said we're making some improvements to the window and the outfit designer or whatever. So before weapon stamping can come in, we need to update that stuff, kind of thing. And it was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. You're going through different steps so that you can eventually get to the thing that you want. But again, they don't always explain that, you know? They need to be more specific with their long-term goals.
Man, I think like you know what else they need to do? I'm sorry. If they whatever budget they have, they need to hire a team of software engineers to come in and fix that thing. Like either that, like find like dude, find an intern. Find an intern to like his whole job every day is to just unspaghettify the game engine. That's it.
This is it, right? And I don't hold the devs totally accountable for this,
Mhm.
but I do hold them accountable to the point of not getting the right people in, I guess. And we've talked about this before, I believe, but if you go back far enough, certain people made certain features for the game. And me and Outcast was talking about this, I believe, on the last show. So let's just look at Knights of the Fallen Empire here, for example. When Knights of the Fallen Empire came in, they started using chapters. You opened up the chapter window, you selected a chapter, you selected a difficulty in the end, and then you went and did that piece of content. I just talked about this in
my video.
Right?
I just talked about this in the video I put out today.
Right? So, and now, and anything past Knights of the Eternal Throne, they never did that again. There was never a chapter-based anything again after Knights of the Eternal Throne. And the reason is purely because the people who created those systems, the people who literally created them and made them what they are, no longer work on the game. The people who currently work on the game have no fucking idea how to do it. They have no idea how to put those things together and have them integrate with previous systems. So that's why each expansion that comes and there's different people working on the game, it's always a different type of system that they come up with, because they can never consistently grow with the things that they've already tried improving. Chapters was a perfect way to deliver story content for Star Wars The Old Republic, and they never should have strayed away from it. Never. They should have continued with that list of chapters, selectable chapters. It was a clear and concise list. Here's 1 through 9 or whatever, 1 through 16 for this expansion, 1 through 8 for this expansion, and then they could have done that for Onslaught. They could have done that for Legacy of the Sith, but they just chose not to. And the reason they chose not to is because they don't know how to do it.
They don't know what the dude who was there before, all the little finesses of what he put in were.
Yep. The interface, no idea. Right? Like the reason it's taken them nearly 15 years to start improving the interface is because they've never had people that actually know how to work with it properly. So instead of upgrading what was already there, they just had to replace it. Yeah, they just had to rebuild it, replace it.
That's what I read.
Precious resource time.
It's so sad, man.
It is.
Come on.
It is very sad. It's very sad. It's disappointing to see, because
God, this game is having its balls surreptitiously removed at every turn.
Capconian, you're nailing it, bro.
You're nailing it.
Yeah, Capconian says the big problem with the game right now is that the game is kind of aimless. It doesn't want to be a dungeon or gearing game. With how the currency system currently works, it's slowly going away from story since we haven't had a meaningful story in 4 years and the flashpoints are getting there. What does the game want to be? A Korean MMO? A Barbie game? Cutscenes taken away for better casual party? You're absolutely right. It is aimless. It's had an identity crisis for years now, right? It's never really gotten out of it.
Well, that goes back even to like the chapters and the different things. Yeah, every single thing is like and it doesn't feel coherent all the way through, especially that end game. The last like 30 levels just feel like a jumbled mess. You don't spend enough time in anyone's style to get used to it. And then certain ones, like, I'm sorry, going back and forth through a Destin, please stop. Please get rid of that crap. Now, here's some streamlines you could do. Near the end of almost every single storyline, you'll have this point where you like have to go back and forth to Tython, back and forth to Tython. They have you go all the way to your ship just to get a freaking message to tell you come back to Tython.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why don't you just deal with just change shit and put all this dialogue in one long cutscene right there? Like, what the fuck? I don't get it.
I talked about this in the video I just put out today, where it's just like there is a natural for the original class storylines. There's a natural rhythm to where you start a planet, you talk on your ship, you get done with the planet, you talk on your ship before you go to the next one. And I'm like, guys, that would be perfect for them to make the original class storylines replayable.
Yes.
It's so like when you finish a planet, go there. It's like your little mission timer lights up, and you get a little thing that says, "Would you like to replay your Tatooine origin story?"
Yeah.
And bam,
yeah,
you can do it. And it's, and then I'm like, but like, with you saying that, it's like, oh, they don't have the guy that did the chapter thing. I'm like, good, all right. How long? Like, what are they gonna have to do to figure this out? Are they gonna need to go back and pull some kind of sorcery? They're gonna go in Doctor Strange and have to multiverse warp just to kind of figure out how the frick to do this?
Yeah. See, I think, even though this is probably copium, right? I think what they've done is, over the past 4 years, is they've put all of their eggs into one basket, and they're banking on the DX12 update to be enough for them to basically save the game. Now, I think that could be possible, but only if they stick to an identity when it actually comes around to it, and also a console release that needs to happen as soon as possible.
To be out of touch, because people are like, put it on console, and I'm like, really, guys? I'm like, is this the place you're parking your car in? Putting SWTOR on an Xbox One and a PS5? I'm like, is this what we're doing? And I'm not necessarily against it. I'm just more like, why?
So the reason why going to console would be a big deal for the game is because it's fresh players. And also with it being a somewhat free-to-play game, it could potentially mean overnight we could have 100,000 players join the game. Maybe more. Like I think maybe 1 million players would be really freaking ambitious. But probably 100,000 players on a console release is quite reasonable, I think. And 100,000 people, if even only half of them subscribed, that's a huge amount of investment into the game. They can take that back to higher ups and be like, look, we've made a shit ton of money. We want the fattest budget ever for the next expansion. That would be a solid thing that they could do. Yeah. So a console release would be really, really, really healthy for the game. And it's definitely at the point where it can be on console. 10 years ago, absolutely not. Now, with the updates that they're making, with how controller friendly it can be since Legacy of the Sith, I think it's very doable. I think it's very, very, very doable. It would be quite healthy for the game for them to do that.
Is it weird that I think I'm just a boomer. It's just like I played MMOs on console my entire life. And the idea of playing it on PC my entire life, the idea of playing it on a console, it's like the get this horror trash out of my Christian Minecraft server vibes, like it's just like it feels sacrilege, and also even removing from that, I don't think we're going to get many people who want to sit down with the controller in their hand and play a tab targeting MMO.
I think
like you, Meat Puppet. Sorry.
What about Meat Puppet?
Meat Puppet. Thank you. So what I hear you all saying is that devs have gotten lazy and incompetent with no sense of direction. I could be wrong during the console. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You nailed it there, man. You nailed it. Thank you very much for the spot. Thank you very much.
That pretty much goes right on what Birdface is saying. Yeah, they've had plenty of opportunities to turn shit around. And Sam, you've pretty much nailed it as well. Again, plenty of chances to turn things around. There's a lot of misdirection constantly towards the fan base. A lot of ambiguous language use, a lot of gaslightious, I almost dare say sometimes. At least as far as the hype. they'll always talk about like, oh, we got these really awesome game features coming in and going to totally change everything. Well, two things about that. One,
But is it though?
they'll be like, oh, date night. And then they'll keep working on it for a little while, and just like after a little while, they'll only go so far with date night. I guarantee. They'll get so far with it, and then they'll drop it.
Yeah,
it's just like
they'll never use it again. They'll do maybe one for each companion, and then they'll just expect you to go and repeat that one quest.
Yeah,
I highly doubt that will be something that is progressive.
Yep.
For the game.
Can I
go ahead, Beth?
Can I know. I just want to. I want to say something, and like, I think date night is emblematic of the people that are making this game for two reasons. Because everyone, it's almost like how, like, I don't know if you guys saw that very viral clip of World of Warcraft that went down a couple, like I think about a month ago, where
the
it's
terrible
like,
cutscene.
is this, yeah, the terrible cutscene,
Yeah,
and then. And then,
you
oh
need
my
to watch
god,
that, man.
Dude, it's so, oh my gosh, especially if you remember WoW from like 2000, 2006, 2007, you're gonna be like, what the frick did I just watch?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
my point is like, I think date night is almost like the canary in the coal mine, because the mentality of the people that made that cutscene are the people that are in charge of Star Wars: The Old Republic. And it's those people that think that content is hanging out with your hubby. And
it might be for some, and that's very sweet and cute. But
exactly. But here's the thing. This is freaking Star Wars. Like when I get so upset because, like, I'm running like a Star Wars: The Old Republic themed Star Wars tabletop campaign where I have set this thing on Nar Shaddaa post Rise of the Cartel and all of this other stuff. And I'm playing with people who have never. Some people have played the MMO, some people haven't, and they've been like, "Yo, did you pull all this stuff from the game?" And I was like, "Partially." It's like, "Man, I should play the game," and I'm like. You're going to be disappointed, because it's like but the difference is the mentality of the story. I'm telling a story that's relatively mature and not date night with the hubby, because I don't think that's fun and should belong in a Star Wars game in that kind of way. But these people do, and these are the kind of people that think that think of the way of resolving conflict is tea time.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. You see, I don't necessarily have an issue with date night. What I have an issue with is the fact that it's only date night. And
exactly.
I've said this in a previous video. It's date night should be in addition to and not instead of. And that's kind of how it's been going. Not only that, and me and Outcast talked about this before, but date night is a completely missed opportunity to do a small digital expansion content update, like when Strongholds came out and Galactic Starfighter came out. They were like mini expansions just in and of themselves.
Yeah,
I remember, they just waited
I loved it
until they had a whole bunch of these date nights ready, and then just released them all in one, and gone, there's date night for like 20 different companions, then that would have been a better way to do it.
I think releasing the first one, especially somebody that everybody really loved, like Vet, and here's why I would have said Vet, because we had seen a total failure of seeing the romance come back in with her on stuff. What the hell? What are these two doing? Anyways.
By the way, Outcast, you're kind of blurry. Like the camera's.
I was just about to say, yeah, like I wasn't sure if that was my eyes going all funny or if you're a little bit out of focus. And then I looked up at Bed first, and I was like, why is the quality so much better?
There we go. That's better.
Is that better? Nice. Yeah. No, I forgot what the hell I was saying now, man. Y'all distracted me.
Sorry, man.
You get your train of thought back. I'm the one with the memory of a bird here. Shit.
We was discussing date night.
Eagles have
okay.
a long memory.
Let the first one come out just as a crack sample.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. And then, yeah, like you said, build the bulk up and then drop them.
Yeah. That would have been it. And again, this comes back to something I talked about in the previous video, of the opportunity for paid DLC. Now, I wouldn't pay you for Date Night. I tell you that. Now, I'm not going to play Date Night whether I pay for it or don't pay for it. I can tell you that much. And I haven't played any of the Date Nights so far. I can tell you that. But what they could have done is had that as a digital expansion, and then you go to the cartel market, spend 500 coins to buy Date Night, and now all of a sudden you've got all these Date Night missions for all your companions. It would have been quick, easy, monetizable, doesn't need a subscription, and it would boost finances for the game, like, surely. Like, that's just purely good business. Purely good business. Because the people who do want to play it are going to spend their subscription coins. They're going to spend the 500 coins on Date Night. That's exactly how that's going to work. You subvert what they're spending the currency on versus bringing out a new Andor-inspired mount or an Andor-inspired weapon. I'm actually fed up of hearing about Andor on the dev streams, to be honest. It's not even a good show. Like, fair enough, I understand some people like Andor, but just from my perspective, it's a fucking terrible show. It's one of the worst shows they've put out. It's down there with Ahsoka, Kenobi just below it somewhere down there for me. I don't know how it rates for some of you guys. I know Outcast is.
Damn, Sam is going in on Andor.
Yeah.
I'm not very fond of it myself. I've tried to get into it so many times now, and I just can't, man. I don't like the character. I don't like him.
Listen,
I know what he is.
Some people on Twitter, and I find it really funny I'm about to say this, but they've been pointing out why Andor is a terrible show, and that's because it's not consistent. It doesn't get anything right. When you look at the Senate Tower in Andor, and then go back to the prequels and look at the Senate Tower, they look completely different. Like, how did they mess that up? When you have so much reference already and you're not using it, to me, that means you don't care about the franchise. You're not passionate about Star Wars. Even the creator of that show said as much as himself, that he's not a fan of Star Wars, and it was his kid or something that made him go and write the show or whatever, because apparently then he would be a cool dad or something. If you look, guys, if you like Andor, fair enough. I know there's going to be some people. I know someone's just said it's a hot take or whatever, but honestly,
I want to understand.
It's a terrible,
relatively hot take.
I don't think the politics are bad of it. The things that they're going to point out, you don't understand, but no. Actually, I like the politics build up. I like all of the cloaks and daggers. The formula is cool.
Yeah.
The concept is on fire, but I don't like the character. I don't like him.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't.
I have yet to watch Andor, and but like from my friends, some reviewers like Critical Drinker were like, "Hey, Andor season 2 took a while to get off, but then he was like, holy this is good." And I got a buddy of mine who he likes The Last Jedi, but he said Andor was good. But he said Andor was good, but he also hated Rise of Skywalker. But so there, and I love those kind of stories. Like, one of my favorite shows of all time is Burn Notice. So spy crap, I'm in there. I'm like in there for it. But I'm with Sam. I'm tired of hearing about Disney Star Wars stuff in the Old Republic. My appeal for it is that it's like this little capsule away from that BS, and I hate when I see some of it entering it. And
another thing about it as well, right, is that players have been asking for other things. Fair enough, sometimes we get it, like the Obi-Wan outfit on the cartel market. Fair enough, they've done that, even though that was years ago. Or the Luke Skywalker outfit and the Luke Skywalker color crystal.
That they screwed up with the stupid chest plate.
Right.
They couldn't even do that right. They had to do something to just screw that awesome, potentially really cool outfit up. They added that dumb bit on the chest, and they just ruined it for everyone.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm in a really intense duel. Oh, God.
So they used to give us cool things from other parts of the Star Wars universe. So, like, all the outfits from Knights of the Old Republic. We've got Krea's outfit, Darth Sion's outfit, Nihilus's
So
mask,
like
the Revan
they even pulled
outfit and such.
They even pulled from deep lore and put in Zozans and Carnus Murs and freaking Jory Dargon's outfit, like pulling from deep lore
Cassis
to put
Fett.
those in.
Yeah.
Cassis Fett. For the record, for some of you who don't know, what's her name? Not Zozan. One of the original founding Sith. She wrote the Code of the Sith. Like the Code of the Sith came from her mouth, from one of those 6 original Jedi that fled the Order. Boss chick, love her.
It was a couple more than 6, but yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
We
six
did-
main ones.
We have the Book of Sith, which actually goes through the creation of the Sith Code. We have that voice acted on the YouTube channel. Just saying.
Oh
You guys
yeah,
should go
you
check
do,
that out.
don't you?
We do. Yes, and I believe the name that you were looking for is Sorzus Sin.
Yes, Source of Sin. There we go.
Yes. Yes. And actually, Sorzus Sin is the original creator of the Rakghoul Plague.
Yes, she helped. Yes, she helped. Carnus Mur create the Mur talisman.
Well, she did. She created 3 talismans, and she gave one to Draper, one to Mer. And
Yeah.
she kept one for herself.
One for her. Yeah, I kept
Yeah.
one for herself.
Yeah.
Like, by the way, like, I tell people all the time, I'm like, you guys think the Rakghoul Plague is going to be gone one day. I'm like, not until you get rid of that
Mhm.
amulet.
No,
like,
no,
it's like
always
the
keeps
thing
going.
keeps popping up. People are like, I wonder where all these Rakghouls are coming from. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's because the Mur
You know what?
talisman keeps popping up.
Not
Why
only
don't
that,
they do a whole freaking bit of story like during your next Rakghoul event? Why haven't we ever dealt with that?
Yeah, I know.
Stop. Like-
Oh, trust me. I know, dude. I know. I think of, like, I read and think about this stuff all the time. Like writing this Hut lore video that I've been working on. I'm so mad because we have no idea what's going on in the Hut Cartel after Rise of the Hut Cartel.
No,
Like, we had this one freaking Hut go crazy, take over the cartel, and then the rest of them turned on him.
Yeah.
And that's it.
you're not wrong, except, right, we do know something about the Huts, right? Don't
Oh,
forget,
wait, what else?
don't forget the Feast of Prosperity shit. Don't forget to go there because the Huts, they've made a charity event. Yeah, they're not the bad guys anymore. They're a charity now. And they're feeding people.
Okay. Hey, I'm going to trust that.
The Huts?
When I
The
saw
Huts?
that, holy shit.
I'm going
It
to tell
is a
you,
lot.
I'm going to give everyone in chat, besides the obvious reasons why the Huts don't do charity stuff. Did you know the Huts literally took a section of the galaxy just to create a bulwark between the Hutt Empire and the Republic and just genocided like an entire section of the galaxy? The Huts did that.
Oh, look, Anakin killed like 10 billion people. And you know what? He was forgiven. It's all good, homie. All you got to do is save like one person right before you die. Say, I love Jesus, and you're good.
Yeah, VL
That's all-
fan.
that's all you gotta
There is an event in the game.
Yeah, I know. Feast
Where-
of Prosperity, and I hate it.
Yeah, you go to Nar Shaddaa or whatever. You go speak to one of the Huts, and you're speaking to him, and he's explaining that this is a charity event. And then you can actually say to him, you can call him out. You can be like, "What do you mean this is a charity event? That's a bit suspicious coming from you." And he doubles down. He's like, "Oh no, this charity event. There's nothing suspicious going on at all.
So
I
here's the
encourage
thing.
you to go look around and see things for yourself. Nothing illegitimate
it-
happening here."
Is it one Hut, or is it like, this is the Hut Cartel doing this charity event?
Yeah, because the Huts are very what's the word? Close knit, I suppose. They're very
Yeah.
They like have a royal code of conduct, if you will. If one Hut
Yeah, they
is
do. It's
being
called-
weird, that Hut is going to be exiled and not really
yeah,
allowed
the-
anymore.
The only Hut that broke the mode is Bloatus. Bloatus comes from like an era of the era of the Huts before they were a cartel, and he was like a legitimate like businessman who eventually rose to being literally, I kid you guys not, he became the supreme chancellor of the Republic.
That's right. That's right. There. Did he actually run
Yo!
twice? Didn't he actually win the second time?
Yes, he has one of the longest running terms of any Supreme Chancellor.
He was fucking great too.
Yeah, he was great. The galaxy loved him, and that that is a hut that broke the mold. But
you also had you had that one Jedi one. Respectably, he did go back to his Tatooine home life, but with a changed mindset a little bit.
He did, yeah, he did. And then you have what is it? Dr. Ugarub.
Yeah, he's cool.
Dr. Jilavad Ugarub. Oh, Sam's dying. What's happening? Let's have a charity event. Please forgive us for the mismanagement of
Oh my God! Only you could say that. We're white. We can't say that. Oh my God!
The charity event is fueling reparations or something, man.
No.
Then they better be helping the Evokai. Then again, the Evokai are stupid because the Evokai sold off their planet for technology. That's all.
What good is the technology if you have no home? What were you thinking?
Holy shit.
You know what I gotta say? Well, I do and I don't like it, okay? Because I got a little Native American blood in me. And I have noticed, I don't know if anyone else has noticed, the Evokai definitely have like a Native American thing going on when they speak.
They do.
And I'm pretty sure that's intentional and they're whatever. But
absolutely,
to some degree, you view us as fucking dog people, donkey people, whatever the fuck these things are. That's like everything else got a cooler metaphorical character, all right, than we did. All right, we get donkey people.
Oh no!
Donkey people that can say how.
Oh my God! I never thought of that.
That was definitely a joke.
So you know what they're calling us? They're calling us asses. That's what it is.
Oh my God!
I'm so sorry. The whole channel
I've never even once considered that. By the way, until you bring it up, but that is kind of hilarious. That is kind of funny.
That's pure effing gold. Yeah. That's hilarious.
Well, if the channel gets banned off YouTube, we know why tonight.
Outcast, you son of a bitch.
Freaking gonna be like, hey, weren't you on that podcast with that Outcast Cantina guy? And that I'm like, I've never met this man in my life.
Here's the thing. I'm not the one who did it. All right, I'm not the one who made the Native American metaphorical people in the damn story basically donkey people.
The Evokai do not look that cool. They don't look good. Like it's just like and it's just like
that's like not every. Definitely.
As the one dude on Nar Shaddaa said, once you see an Evokai, you'll want to shove it in an airlock and push the button. Like that's do you ever hear that little bit on Nar Shaddaa? Yes, you're walking around the platform and they'll be like, oh, trust me. He's like, oh, they can't be that bad. They're just people. He's like, trust me, once you meet one, you'll want to shove it in an airlock and push the button. And it's like
okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Bro, oh my God, this one comic panel looks horrible.
We're talking about Star Wars, I swear.
Yeah.
No, God, this one comic panel of him looks horrible. I'm not going to say what I was thinking. I'm not going to say what I was thinking, but this one person looks like he has a mental illness.
You know what we need to do is we need to start cutting these after like 2.5 hours max and then go into an after hours thing where that ends up on your Patreon and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because on Patreon we can say a lot of things and talk about a lot of things that we can't talk out on here. So stay tuned for that because that might be something that we start doing, folks. So keep your eyes open. I get to see something kind of cool. Subscribe to Patreon. Give Sam money.
Yes, give Sam money and then give me money.
Become a member of the channel because then we'll do member only live streams. I could start doing them now, but we have I think about 30 YouTube channel members. We need more than that before we can do YouTube membership only streams. So like if we get to like 100, then that would be good.
Look, I'm just still trying to...
Unironically, it's probably SWTOR's art style because look, someone drew this Togruta and this Evokai, and it looks kind of good.
See, that's kind of cool, but
That
you can
looks like a
totally feel the
Cathar,
Native
though.
American touch. Those.
It does kind of look like a Cathar, but it's an Evokai.
Yeah, but I like how you can see instantly the Native American touches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's like it's really good.
Yeah.
Like and you know what's funny? It's like you didn't hear about the Evokai until SWOTOR. So this is a SWOTOR player.
Yeah. What I find interesting about the Togruta is that they're more larvae based than like
Twi'leks?
Twi'leks are more human, where they're just born and they're a baby.
Yeah.
The Togruta start off as a
Larva.
A larva, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like that is one thing in SWTOR you do see, and I wish we actually saw more of that in Star Wars in general. I want to see more diversity in the sense of more alien races and stuff, not just more colors of us humans. No, I want to see like more aliens that we know are there and show us all these crazy, amazing things. And don't just throw them in the background for the flash in the pan.
Yeah.
No, find a way to actually deal with these people once in a while. Go to these places like that. Oh God, you should.
One of the craziest things I saw in like all of the new colors they did for all the alien races, like there's some of them that are just like normal, like just white people skin. Some of them are black people skin. I'm just like,
Well,
like so literally you. I was like literally you want.
Look
I
at Mace
want to
Windu.
make. Yeah.
Look at his original race where weren't they called I forget what they were called.
Yeah, he's not a human, is he?
No, he's technically another race. And they explain that all the humans are technically related somehow because they were receded by the Rakatans and their own little ships that went out and shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you ended up with like colonies here because of, the seeding project and crap like that. And yeah, so you had each one, how would you put it? In Star Wars, you'll have just a black dude, and then you'll have somebody that's from that.
Karun.
Yes.
Karun.
Yeah, and they're two different things. They are both related that they are human, but one became its own subspecies by living off on a planet for X generations, and I believe they are all force sensitive when they are born. If I remember right.
I believe so. I'm reading them right now.
So they do have.
Yeah, go on. No, so I just forgot. I just forgot. I wanted to introduce everyone to the newest member of my family, but go on.
Oh, yes.
Do it.
Well, we'll segue into just, I believe bug people are superior. Aliens are running our government in real life. And yeah.
Reality is fake.
No, but seriously,
yes, reality is definitely fake.
People need to go sub my channel. I'm like just 30 away from 2,600. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, get your links in the chats, guys.
Yeah.
So everyone, this is Doc.
Hey. Let me get you
Oh, hello, little man.
He is a German Shepherd, and he is my new son.
Adorable.
He's my son. Everyone say hi to Doc. Everyone say hi to Doc. And I got him for a steal. Did not pay in the thousands of dollars for this one. Got him for $200. My wife located him.
Now you know about parvo shots and all that. I ain't gotta that go all like mansplaining about. Okay, good. A lot of people I know are just not good at that.
This would technically be my my 12th German Shepherd, technically. So
you know what you're doing. Then you got this. Yep. I know so many people though. They're like they don't know animals, and it's like, bro, please watch out for the parvo. Do not let your dog out. Dear God.
We're sharing our pets. Come on. Come be safe. Come on.
I lost a husky a couple years ago to parvo out of nowhere at 9 months old, and like, yeah, I learned a lesson.
I got this guy.
I
don't know if you can see him.
I trust.
Oh my gosh! Yes, hey buddy.
Oh,
hey
goodness.
buddy.
Otto, come here.
Someone clip this so Sam can turn into a short. It's like the SWTOR Central Pet Hour.
Come on. Oh, you don't want to say hello?
All right, calm down, dude. Calm down.
That is, if I can.
But yes, everyone, I just passed 1,000 subs, so
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, man! Congrats.
Thank you, guys. Dude. It's a long time coming, and every single time I get a hater, I'm just going to respond with, "I'm sorry. How much money do you make on YouTube?" because I've made $5.
I am not monetized yet. Like that is one thing you definitely have. Like as soon as you hit 1,000, you already had like the hours and shit. Bam. That I'm still struggling on. But again, hey, I stopped pushing and that was my fault. It was just yeah, but I will be getting back to. There will be a video at the end of this month. It's already being put together.
You know, making money on the YouTubes, it's not easy.
No, it's not.
Totally easy.
No, it's not. I'm 110% for having this be my side gig, and I like it. I like it, and if I could support me and my family when doing it in the future, and I can finally get out of the sales business, I will.
Yeah, there is a reason why even the big YouTubers will always go for a different avenue of income over revenue. That they always do merch, they always do their own little sponsorships or clothes line or whatever. There's always something else, you know, because YouTube in and of itself is just, it's not a consistent, secure earner, you know.
It used to be a lot more secure. Like it used to be a lot better back in the olden days.
I think maybe before a lot of the larger sponsorships came in. That's potentially true. But pretty much these days it's all about watch time. All about watch time.
Well,
because that's what
that
advertisers are paying to be seen, not necessarily to be clicked. So the more people watch you, you know, the more they will pay you. The more ads that will be shown.
I think that's what I got to come up with is like, how would I put it? Like my lore videos are okay, but I don't know. I don't really think I found my thing just yet. I think I'm still trying to figure it out. Like, what is going to be my main thing? I don't know.
Jesus.
You know, like I feel you because like I branched out into 2 other games from Star Wars: The Old Republic, and I did 2 Destiny videos. My first one did okay. My second one did really well, especially for how small I was, and my Wild Assault video did okay. But that's only because like the game is still relatively small. But I enjoyed every single one of them. I enjoyed doing every single one of them. And I'm still trying to kind of find out what I want to do too. And but all the ideas that I have require me to have more money.
Yeah, it's not just money. It's either you need more money or you're going to have to slow down your content at some point and put a lot of effort into just 1 or 2 videos a month. You know what I mean? Like, because of the editing, the visual work in Blender and all that you're wanting to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, like this Hut Cartel video. This Hut Cartel video has been in the oven for I think since summer last year is when I originally did it. And I was working in Blender just trying to get all these models and animations and stuff like that because I have like this idea for this lore video and I don't want to cheapen it.
If you need help with that, I will gladly help you.
Oh, dude, that'd be freaking sick. Because I'm at the point now where I'm putting together because I have it all recorded. I literally have the video written and recorded. I'm literally in the production process of doing
if you guys don't mind, I want to sit in on that when you guys are doing that. Yep. I'll even mute just to fucking learn and like observe.
Nah, that's cool.
Because eventually I would like to get into doing animation and shit myself. That's another reason I partnered with you, Sam. I won't even lie. You know your shit. You were heading the same way. It was like, fuck yeah, learn together. So yeah. That'd be dope.
And Sam unironically doing really good on that KOTOR fan film. Like I am every single time you post an update, I'm like holy crap, dude. Each pass you're making at this is good. Like the Malik one, the second pass you took at that, I was like, oh snap, like this looks sick.
I still think he's a beefcake, which is kind of cool, but you know.
listen. It like in the original KOTOR, he is kind of built like an upside down triangle.
Yeah.
Let let Malik finally look built. All right, he like it's like when he takes off that freaking red tunic, he should look like buff SpongeBob.
So actually, what I did with that Malik model was originally I had body type 3, which you probably saw in some of the concept shots Outcast.
Yeah.
And that obviously does look really big and very buff, especially in the front. Like, is in the front of body type 3, like the front part comes out like this, really far
it's
out.
he's very barrel chested.
So what I kind of settled on was going back to body type 2, but just making it lanky. So I literally just scaled it upwards without going for the width dimensions, and then I went to the shoulders and just took the shoulders out a little bit just to match that lengthiness, and that's exactly where he sits. And I feel like that's accurate enough to the original one, even though the original one probably is a little bit more.
To be fair, I always thought Scott's, no offense to Scott at the time, right? Like, I actually thought his was a little too skinny. And I always thought Malik, as big as he is, I always liked that they had him married. Dude, that motherfucker, he's a big dude. Like, he's like
how tall is Malik?
I want to say he's like 6'7" or some shit. Like, he is
There's
not
no
human
way
as well.
there's no way he's that tall. Wait, no, Malik's human. He's human, isn't he?
He's
not
not
human.
Quite. He's a lot like Asajj Ventress. He's a type of human.
He's Ratataki?
No, I don't know if he's Ratataki. Hold on, I'm pulling him up now. He's not quite human.
He's from
that's
Quelly.
The thing, like we talked about.
He's from Quelly.
Just like with the Mace Windu. He's a subsect. He's a whatever fucking planet he is, human.
Yeah, he's like a subhuman species, but I don't think he's directly.
He was
human.
2 meters tall. 2 meters tall, even.
He's 6 feet tall.
No, he'd be more than that because each meter is 3 feet 4 inches. He is 6 foot 8 inches.
Okay.
I still think it's funny that his name is Alec.
Yeah.
He was friends with Zane Carrick.
He was a good guy. Yeah. He was once a very good man.
Yeah.
Zane Carrick was part of the initial Mandalorian offense, I believe. Sorry, not with the Mandalorians, but against them. Yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah, here's a comic panel from Knights of the Republic, comic number 19. Yeah, here he is. Huh? That's actually freaking sick. Oh my God! That's where he lost his hair. Poor guy. That was his real descent into the dark side. He lost his hair. It's only a matter of time for Sam. I never want to lose my hair, dude. It's something I'm terrified of.
Oh yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I totally understand. It's unfortunately, it is something that just happens. However, let us just lay it out. Racially, your team seems to do a little better on that note, typically. So you got that going for you?
So here's the thing. You either go one of two ways. Either you keep your hair, you either keep your hair, or you get
they look really
halo. The halo, or you get the halo where you look like Lobot.
Oh no, that's when you just shave it and go Samuel L. Jackson on it. Just
I have a friend who's got that. Like my dad calls it a hole in his fro. So I have a friend who's got that. A hole in his fro.
Did he put a soda in it?
Yeah, exactly. I got a friend that has that. My dad doesn't have it, but his dad did. My dad's uncle did, but my dad has only barely started to thin, like about right here, only barely. And my dad's almost 70, so he hasn't lost a lot.
That's not bad. I don't mind it at 70. Fuck yeah, damn, dude. Bro, what I am excited for, I want the grays, because it's kind of crazy. I see other people who are like 35 and they already got like white and gray coming in beautifully here and there, and I'm like,
dude, I've got that.
What the hell?
I've got it coming in. I don't know if it's coming through on the camera very well, but I've got quite a few grays coming through at the front. And I only just turned 30 this year, and I don't know how to feel about that. Bro,
I'm telling you, wife and children stress, man. I guarantee you by the time we're we'll take a picture of me at 40. All right. And okay, I'm married, no children. We'll take a picture of Birdface at 40. We'll see what his status is at the time. And then you at 40, and we'll see who the hell looks worse.
You know, it's like I'm 33. Me and the wife are talking about having kids. And funny enough, she's in the chat. She's in the chat. And I really hope that having kids doesn't suddenly make me start to go gray.
I think, you know, don't get it twisted, right? Because stress can cause it, of course, but also what can cause it is just pure anxiety. And when you have a child, your anxiety levels go up like massively, and not because of even anything like necessarily nefarious, you know, but just because of simple things that could like what ifs. I don't want to say anything too dark, of course, but like it's your intrusive thoughts. You know, of this, you need to protect this being. Like something bad could happen at any moment, and your anxiety honestly peaks just because of that.
That's how I feel about my wife. I feel like my wife is a like my little Ewok. I got to protect my Ewok.
I feel like
don't get me wrong. She will absolutely. My wife may be an Ewok, but she absolutely will jump on your face.
Oh yeah, savage, yeah. And to kind of address chat a little bit, yes, Orion, we are seeing your messages, and basically, I believe that was it. Yeah, the Koran species, yeah, the gray hair with white eyes or gray eyes, which I think is eventually what they're saying sort of Asajj Ventress is, since they went, oh, she's no longer Ratataki or whatever, considering now she can grow hair.
That makes me so mad that they retconned that.
Don't get me wrong, she looks better. I'll give her that. She does look softer, whatever. But
bring back Ratataki Asajj.
But I think it's a very clear-cut attempt to pander to a certain type of audience.
What I find interesting, and here's what I would say, that is the only bald female character I ever found, an animated character that, you know what? I get why Obi-Wan finds her hot. She's a badass. She is. She does. She has that attitude. You're like,
what are we having a hear me out moment here?
Hear me out. Some bald chicks can be all right.
Okay. Right? You know, here's the thing. On that, you're right. Because I can't tell you how many people have had a hear me out moment with Jack from Mass Effect, and I've just been like, no.
Fair.
I'm like, first of all, she's insane.
Don't tempt me with a good time. Dude, Jack is like the only bangable companion.
My God.
Okay, I'm sorry, Miranda
outside of
is
Liara.
Right there.
Outside of Liara.
Miranda is right there.
No, Miranda's off limits. All right, I went through this when I streamed Mass Effect like fucking years ago. Miranda, no joke, she looks like my sister. She's like a 1-to-1 of my sister. So every time I see her, I'm like, who did this? Who played this prank on me?
Oh no!
It must be awkward. It must be awkward when her like her butt is in shots, like just it's like
straight up.
Oh no!
She looks way too similar, like down to the mannerisms, the way that she speaks, her hairstyle.
Oh my God!
It's almost as if somebody found my sister in real life and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna base a video game character on you."
Oh no!
Honestly,
that's rough.
Yeah, it is pretty rough.
You know what? I'm gonna make a character about you, Sam.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. Do it. Do it.
Like, you know what's funny? I completely understand Sam's angle on that because people have asked me in real life. It's like, hey, Alex, you've only dated like one black chick your whole life. I'm like, how come you've never dated another black chick? I'm like, they all remind me of my sister and my mom. Every single one of them. And and it's like, no matter how awesome they are, I cannot get past it because they all end up talking the same. They all end up acting the same. Like there's been times where they have literally got next to each other and been and done like the same hand gesture, and I've just been like.
Oh, speaking of hand gestures and random shit, okay, have you ever like just been really out of whatever, concentrating, doing your own thing? Maybe you're like mowing the yard or something. This happened to me last week, okay? This is why I bring this up. My neighbor drives by me, right? Real sweet lady, all that, kind of stuff. And she waves to me. And out of response, I flipped her off. I wanted to wave.
Oh,
And
you're
instead,
crazy.
I'm like doing this. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why? Yeah, it was great.
You flipped off the sweet old lady.
Yeah, it was great. She understood though. I explained to her later. I was like, I'm sorry. I was off in my head, and I don't know. She's like, who were you pissed at? And I'm like,
Freaking
I don't wanna talk back.
Sigdrasil is like, what the F is happening?
Welcome to the Star Wars Central podcast.
oh crap.
Where we have a goal, we just forgot it.
Oh, I do that
What are
all
we
the
talking
time.
about again?
What? Oh, I don't actually know the main point, but hey, guys, everybody, Spaceballs 2.
Let's
Spaceballs
go.
2.
I still
Like-
didn't watch the first one. It's been on my to-do list to do that.
You still haven't watched the trailer?
I've seen the
No, no.
trailer at least. Yeah.
Oh, you haven't seen
Yeah.
the movie. Bro, we need to do a movie night. Like me, you, and Birdface.
Yeah. Oh, and like I
Yeah.
already have a so I have a rule when I introduce people to new people to movies and TV shows. I just introduced a couple friends of mine to the Chernobyl miniseries, and that emotionally wrecked everyone because they were like, "What the frick?" And then we're gonna watch something funny, and then I'm gonna have them watch Mississippi Burning, and then we're gonna watch Then we're gonna watch Spaceballs.
I haven't seen
Like,
any of what you just talked about.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Chernobyl miniseries. You need to watch that. It's got good people in it. It's got Stellan Skarsgård in it.
Oh, okay.
So,
I really like the
yeah.
Skarsgård family. I really like.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
fun fact for you guys: the younger brother of that family, what's his name? Walter Skarsgård. He's actually a Twitch streamer.
No-
Like if you want to go
no
hang out with
way.
that dude, he streams on Twitch like quite often, and he plays Star Wars: The Old Republic.
You're freaking kidding
I'm
me,
not kidding, man.
dude.
Straight up, Walter Skarsgård. He streams on Twitch. He's partnered. I've been and chilled with him. I've played Star Wars: The Old Republic with him. I've bantered with him on Twitter. That guy is cool as fuck. He's cool as fuck,
Dude,
man.
Like, it must be cool to be like, I play Star Wars: The Old Republic and I Twitch stream, and also like my dad's brother has been in a Marvel movie.
So, as just from what I know, he doesn't
Yeah.
typically talk too much about his family. I don't think he
Of
has
course not.
rules against it or anything.
Oh,
But I
goodness.
imagine he gets pretty tired of having to.
Well, yeah, I can imagine. Oh yeah, I can
yeah.
imagine.
Because it's obviously it's not even just his dad, right? Bill Skarsgård.
Oh.
It's all of them. They're all like super.
Yeah,
Because
they're all
his-
like actors. They're all like actors and really good actors.
yeah, like his oldest brother was like a huge actor in True Blood,
go.
and then he did the Tarzan remake and stuff. And then his other brother was in the movie It, and then obviously his dad is in Marvel, and he's just a legendary actor in and of itself. So yeah, that's a huge
Oh,
family
yeah, that's-
of actors.
That's crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah, like Chernobyl miniseries, that is only 5 episodes. It's got Stellan Skarsgård in it and a bunch of other really cool actors in it.
Mhm.
A lot of British actors
Unbelievable.
because the production company was, in the UK. And also it's written by the guy that wrote The Hangover.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
but here's the thing. It's nothing like that. It's not a comedy. It's a extremely dark, dramatic retelling of the Chernobyl disaster.
All right,
But it's
you're
really
losing
good.
Me.
There's a guy on
need
YouTube
to
by
watch
the
it.
name of
You need to
Lawsmith
watch it, it's
who's
good.
doing an anime-based KOTOR 2 series. I highly recommend. Is this the guy who's making it using AI?
Yes,
I have
yes.
seen something like that,
I've
but
seen that.
yeah, it wasn't very. How would I put it? It was.
It was okay.
I can't commit to watching anything that was made by
Yeah.
AI. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
I know.
It probably looks cool to some extent, but if it's the same one I'm thinking of, then it was actually kind of jank. Like right at the very beginning, the torch thing, like it was actually a tool in one scene, and then in the very next scene, it was like a real torch with fire on the end of it. And then in the next scene, it went back to like a technological piece or something, and you're like, come on, like be consistent. You know, don't use AI to make things for you like this, because that's why it goes wrong. That's why it goes
like
wrong.
there's a certain level of control you can exhibit with AI.
Yeah.
And
just real quick as well, by the way, Kevin, that's not me to like shit on your taste or anything. Just me personally, I don't condense or consume too much stuff that's AI. I try to stray away from it. But if you enjoy it, and if anyone else enjoys it, that's totally fine.
It's whatever.
Oh yeah,
well, I understand it's going to be the future, and at some point in time, it's going to get to the point where like I just jump in Blender,
you can't tell.
And I'm like, yo, Blender, and it's like, yeah, what's up, Nick? And I'm like, yo, it has a voice. I'm gonna be like, all right, so how real can I get with you? And it's gonna be like, yo, how real do you want to get? And I'll be like, oh, yo, you want to keep getting real? All right, let's talk. All right, what I want is a model. I want a model of bachelor with a booty so beautiful it'll make any man cry. And I want her holding a beautiful slice of apple pie in one hand and a slice of watermelon dripping juicily from her other hand. And you know what? It's going to be able to do it in like 2 seconds. It's just going to, there's going to be this beautiful model. And it's going to forget.
It's funny. I actually have this program that uses AI to help with rigging, and it's helped a lot.
Oh, which program's that?
What is it? AccuRig.
AccuRig. Okay, that's not bad. But you really should check out. Which one did I send you? I sent you something. What was it?
Oh yeah, you did send me something. What?
That wasn't the rigging one, was it? If you need a rigging one,
no.
Then I've got one for you. I'll hook you up, dude.
Yes, please, for the love of God.
One.
All right.
Yeah, because like I swear to God, if I have to, like Jesus Christ, if I have to deal with SWTOR's rigging anymore, I'm going to sue them for defamation.
So far, I've only dealt with character just SWTOR models that were already ported to JKA, and I've just been like cleaning them up and doing shit with them. I've not grabbed one out of the assets yet and brought it in. How bad?
Do you want to see? Oh my God!
Well,
I'm going to show you right now.
How badly are they posed? That's my question.
Hold on.
What are they doing? Some sort of weird thing out? What's the pose?
Okay, hold on. I'm going to show that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Let me show you this.
Oh. Is this legal to show technically digging into the assets?
Yeah, people do it all the time.
Yeah, true. That's true. There's plenty of videos out there on it.
So, hold on, my SWTOR character tool.
I'm pretty sure this whole video was demonetized about halfway through.
Yeah, whatever.
About the time you said your racist ass line, we were done.
I mean, like I can take it even further. I got some crazy takes that get me deemed as racist, even though I'm not.
I feel like
all right. So that is the skeleton. No, yeah, I know it doesn't like look bad. I know it doesn't look bad.
Well, the skeleton is ass, but
yeah, it's a pain in the neck to work with.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then on top of it, hold on. So on top of it, I don't know who the frick is. I don't know who the frick. What is that?
See, what I need to figure, what are you using to export it? Because what I would like to do is to like find the exact combination of some of my characters and export them.
So I was using a tool that was created by Tormac. But Tormac isn't making the tool anymore, and it's really slow, and it can be kind of iffy. So that's what I have this from. The other stuff, I'm literally having to find it the manual way. But the hard thing is this is the model. This is the version of the gear that has a dye mod on it from the character, from like the actual dye mod that I use on the skin. I use on the. Yeah, no. But here's the thing: I don't know how to do that in the shaders.
Wait, what do you want to do?
You just want to adjust the RGB variable within the shader for that texture, since basically that's what the dye stamps are. They're basically saying, hey, the RGB adjusts it to this value.
It's right there.
Yeah.
It's right there on your shader, bro. Primary palette, hue. It's the very first option.
This one right here?
No. On the primary palette. Go down. Yep. Change the hue. There you go.
Oh, is that it?
Job done.
Yeah.
No way. Am I that stupid? Am I that
No.
stupid?
Okay, dude.
No. He just, he came unglued.
Everyone's channel's name. We've got Birdface Gaming here, and we've got Outcast Cantina. I don't know if you guys have dropped your links in yet, but if you drop your links in, you guys should go and subscribe to them because they're awesome. But
I'll
yeah,
drop my link again,
Birdface.
if I don't-
Literally, you can change that hue value, and if you don't want to change the hue value, you can do something else. So
Okay,
actually-
what can I do? What can I do?
So press tab. Okay, that didn't do what I wanted it to. Select your shader, like just select the box overall, and then press tab again.
Yeah.
Press tab to go into it. Okay, double click it to go into it. I don't know what's going on with your buttons here. Go into that shader group.
Yeah.
Open it up.
I did.
You can use your mouse wheel to zoom in and out of that window, by the way. Yeah.
What?
It's beautifully scalable and movable. I love it.
Do you understand what I mean?
No, I don't think I understand what you mean.
All right, okay, I'll show you. Let
You're going to show me.
me boot something up here.
Kevin wants to ask you a question. He's like, I got 2 questions for you out of sheer curiosity.
Okay.
Are you going to do more voice acted journeys, and are any of them going to be KOTOR based?
Absolutely.
There's a lot planned. I'm not going to speak for him, but yeah, there's some cool shit planned. Yeah.
I have some cool stuff planned, but none of my stuff. It's really in the point where I can actually like talk about it.
Same. It's like everything's conceptual. I've talked about it a little bit in the other streams. Again, if anybody is interested in being a voice actor for a new JK game, or wants to get involved on the modeling end, shit like that, and you got some good experience,
Okay,
feel free
I'm
to reach
gonna
out. But
just because it's
Not much
easier
going
for
on.
me, I'm just gonna put it up on the stream.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, go ahead. I'll stop streaming so it doesn't mess up your aligning and everything. By the way, I love the fact that this podcast is just kind of like going with the vibes. I love it.
yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
So if you look on my screen now,
Mhm.
on the stream rather, this is just a random thing with HQ.
We don't see your stream, by the way.
It's just on the actual stream, not the.
Oh,
Discord
it's
one,
okay.
sorry.
Okay.
I'll go into textured view here.
For some reason, my thing has like
A
not
second to load in.
stayed sync.
Oh, that looks so good.
Yeah, it's dancing and singing HQ.
What are you doing?
Anyways,
This, my stream is like freaking out. Just there.
Looks like-
Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so
shading.
Going to material. Yeah, shading.
so this.
Oh yeah, animation is so fucking easy in this thing.
This is the SWTOR shader, yeah?
Yeah.
Now I'm inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where you need to be. You need to be on the inside of you. And when you go onto the inside,
Oh.
Oh.
you can find
inside
your diffuse map, which is right here. And from your diffuse map, you can go straight to that color channel and just change the color with a color ramp. We can go pink if we want
Okay,
to.
so yeah. Okay, yeah. So let me see. Do I?
Pink HQ? Anybody want
Oh
a
my
pink
gosh,
HQ?
that's amazing.
You want
That's amazing.
a blue HQ? A green HQ? You can have whatever color HQ you want.
I want every part a different color.
Also doable.
Actually, it'd be kind of cool. Like he's built from like scrap parts.
So
of other
wait.
AK.
So I should have been able to hit tab and just go straight into it.
Yeah, but I think what you might have done is you might have changed it to legacy textures.
Ooh, who knows? Maybe I have.
But you should still be able to get inside of that shader group. You're meant to be able to, anyways.
I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. What time is it? Oh no! I gotta take Doc out before he pees in the cage.
Oh no.
Are we
Yeah.
are we approaching that time? Are we?
Yeah, I think
I
I
don't
gotta
know.
take my boy out soon.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. You know what? We might be. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed this very much.
This was fun. Yeah.
From the sound,
I got to have my.
I think we need to get in
I got to
a
have.
private call for some Blender stuff.
Yeah, yes, we do.
We're gonna have to do. Yeah.
See, here's the thing. I'm happy because I got to do my live crash out over freaking Flashpoint stories. That made me happy. Just being able to do the absolute live crash out.
Yeah, I let you have one this
Valid.
time. That was good.
It was valid.
Yeah.
All right.
It felt
Well,
like after your video, you kind of needed it.
yeah.
Bro, I felt like I was going insane that people weren't getting it. I was like, how? I'm like, how am I the only one seeing this? Am I taking crazy pills? Have I just broken out of the Matrix and everyone else is just like walking straight through, but I'm the only one that knows it? What is happening?
No, I think what the case is that there's such a niche and small amount of people for the SWTOR community that unless you've literally been here for years grinding out that community aspect, it's hard to find a diverse opinion in your comment section. So and that's true for a lot of people. And even
you build a certain community. You've cultivated from day one. You don't mean to, but you are hitting certain algorithms. You're going to hit like-minded individuals in the end.
Yes. All you've got to do is just
Mhm.
keep sticking to your own opinion, keep being your genuine self, and over time people will see the consistency in that. And that's it. Like that's the end of the conversation in terms of the nefariousness, I guess. But at the end of the day, people are always going to be, there's always going to be someone kind of like against your opinion just because it's the internet. You know, I think I had maybe 3 or 4 comments on my last video to some extent saying something like, why are you still making negative videos about this game? Why don't you just go do something else? And I'm like, you do realize I've been making videos for 10 years about this game. Like, I'm probably going to be here for another 10 years making videos about the game. Just because the state of the game right now is negative doesn't mean I'm not going to make videos. Like, are you stupid? Like, come on. When you tune into the news in the morning, if it's negative news, like, do you ring up the news station and be like, you should stop talking about negative news? It's really getting on my... No, like, it's just, it's the news.
I know.
It is what it is.
It's just like, I've had 2 rules. Like when I was just like, what I'm going to do with my YouTube channel is just basically like, hey, be authentic to me, do what I want to do, and stay away from kids. Straight up.
Yeah.
To spend like my
I get what you mean.
Advice.
In that way, no one can say anything against me. You're like, no one's gonna come to me and be like, I can't wait until I get to the point where someone's just like, oh, Birdface did this or something to me. I'm gonna be like, no, I didn't. My wife was with me that day.
So that's one of the things you actually want to consider, right? Is a lot of people who comment on your videos, you don't actually know who they are. Like, fair enough, it could be somebody very much like us, or it could be a obnoxious 13-year-old who only just started playing a week ago. And that's the paradox of being a creator, right? Like, not all commenters are equal in that way, and usually it can become quite evident after talking with some people, like if they're young or not, like depending on how they spell or how they speak. Just a sort of foundation of their own points as well. Like, are they actually making any sense? But what I see mostly is just people who read the title and then comment on the title and don't listen to the video. Like a good example is on that one of the most recent ones I did about the game being doomed. Somebody said about it being a clickbait title, the game isn't doomed or whatever. And I was like, did you see the part of the title where it said unless? Because it doesn't say this game is doomed. It says this game is doomed unless. Like, this is an interventional type video. I'm giving feedback on how to improve the game. I'm not shitting on the game. I'm trying to make it better.
We're trying to save it.
Yes.
We're trying to desperately hope against all hope that maybe one of the fucking developers will actually sit down and watch your video that evening and go, you know what?
Yes.
He's right.
Like,
the numbers just show it.
Like, I swear to God, like, I just had a comment on the other video I did, like, it was just like, you did a video 4 months ago that said you were done with SWTOR. Why are you still here? I'm like,
Yep.
did you watch the video? I said I was still going to be here.
I had one the other day. So I did my video on SWTOR, and I immediately, like, within 2 days, I had a guy hit me up, and he immediately started going into the personal attacks, like, oh, me greasy and fucking all that kind of shit. Yeah. And so I laid it out that, look, man, I'm not going to, dig into all that. And then, what, if that's how you're going to be, then whatever. But then it kind of did, counter his points and everything, just spot on. And that's really how you have to deal with them. So with some of them, you give them one response and you see how they handle after that. Because a lot of times, if you just handle them with a little bit of kindness, because a lot of them are just having a bad day. They're having a bad day, a bad moment. They're pissed off about what you talk about. And what you got to kind of come to is a common ground with them and be like, look, man, we ain't got to agree to agree. We just ain't got to effing hate each other either. I mean, you don't have to make this personal. And I think a lot of people need to think about that when they make comments out there online is, why are you getting so personal with this content creator? That's first off, kind of crossing the line. It's a little weird. You don't know them that way.
Very weird.
Don't bring their personal appearance or looks or habits or things like that into it.
Yep.
Again, especially if you're kind of coming across them newly, who are you to judge? Just nope out. Just don't sub, don't watch their stuff. And you can even, there's a little thing you can click and we'll show you sometime if we need to. A nice tutorial that'll tell them, don't show me this content creator anymore. It's that simple. You don't have to take your anxiety that you've gotten from, being treated like crap at work out on me. I've already got enough of my own issues. So does Sam, so does Birdface and every other content creator. We don't need that.
Gosh, jeez. And that's so absolutely true. And I've just been like, it's like, I've been trying to adopt this thing of just like, I get it. These people are emotionally attached to this thing and they don't like it when someone says something. It's like, well, that's fine. And because I understand what that's like. And also if you get mean, I literally have a copy pasted comment that I like when people start getting mean. Because I'm just like, if you're going down to insults, it just means you don't have anything else to say. Yep. So I legitimately just send them. Oh yeah, here we go. Don't care. Didn't ask. Cry about it. Stay mad. El Mauled Steve Cope. and then if they respond again, I just don't respond anymore.
So here's a good one for you, actually, Badface. It's a bit of a slight tactic, I suppose, but it's not exactly illegal or anything. But it's good if you're growing your channel, of course, because any type of engagement, even if it's negative on your videos, is still engagement and helps the algorithm push it out. So put your dad face on, right? And you speak to these people like they're children, and you literally you get down to their level, and you're like, "But can you tell me why you think that?" Can you just explain to me your logic? I'm curious as to know how you came to this conclusion, and then eventually what you see is that you have this chained comment with 18 replies on it now, and other people have gotten involved as well. And if they're still being shitty with you by the end of it, you get to point out that they stuck around for 18 or more replies. I think I had a dude who replied to me about 40 times on a previous video, and I did this exact strategy, and right at the very end, it's like, you was part of this conversation for nearly 40 comments, so you clearly cared to some extent, You got some kind of value from being here in this video and conversing with the creator. And here's the best one that you've actually got just in terms of SWTOR right now. Because people are getting banned left, right, and center on the forums just for giving even the slightest little bit of feedback. Don't remove people from your comments, even if it's negative.
I know.
And then you point that out to them, and you said, isn't it nice to be able to disagree with somebody and not be silenced? Because the SWTOR devs won't do that for you.
Exactly. By the way, this is Nim.
Oh, big old kitty.
I think I saw him chilling on your couch earlier.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. And my wife is absolutely freaking out and saying how cute as soon as she realizes that he's on me, she's going to be like, oh my God. Nim, okay, so I'm gonna put you down, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna.
Nope. My little Siamese cat does the same thing. She gets up here, and I gotta hold her, and she's got to do her thing.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's wrap it up there, shall we? I don't know when the next show is going to be. It could be next week. It could be the week after. It could be the week after. We shall see. But I had fun on this one, so thank you guys for joining me.
I had fun
especially you,
as well.
Bedfirst.
Thank you guys for. Thank you for having me.
You're probably welcome to come
Yeah,
back
of
the next
course.
time we boot this up as well, if you want. To be fair, because it's been quite
Dude,
quite a good
Oh,
conversation,
yeah.
I think.
Absolutely, just ping me.
Awesome.
I'm so down.
Yeah, as long as this time is good for you. Obviously, I know you're in the
Sundays
same boat as
Sundays are
Outcast, kind
typically
of.
Sundays are typically Sundays in the afternoon are typically pretty good for me. So unless I'm hosting a tabletop game at like 6:00, but as long as I'm done by 6.
Right.
Speaking of
Okay.
that, I think one day we should turn that into a podcast. Let me
That would be kind of fun.
let me DM you guys and into like a SWTOR themed campaign.
Only if it becomes more and more perverted.
I mean,
I can do
couldn't
that.
we, as the players, influence that anyways?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No, and that's the rule. We have to go with the straightest choice, like the straightest face choice possible.
Oh,
Faced
God.
with the most fucked up decisions. We have to decide amongst ourselves. It's like,
So we all
what's
have
the
to be
least-
autistic.
yeah, essentially.
and I tell people all the time, I've been especially because I've been running the Star Wars Fantasy Flight game for since 2018, so it's coming up on a decade. I want everyone to have in mind what your character would do and do what your character would do. I only have one rule: don't fight other players for the love of God, because PvP is annoying.
But I want to eat people.
Eat NPCs, that's fine. Just don't fight the party.
In one of the
No,
last
I-
D&D campaigns I played, the other people I were playing with intentionally killed me because I was making all of the stupid decisions in the party.
Okay, so what happens if we're all making stupid decisions? This is just going to be a shit show.
Like 4 goblin barbarians in a trench coat.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
It's going to be very bad.
The other
But yeah, we
players
should totally plan that.
actually had luck on their side as well. Like they were rolling all 20s and I was like rolling all 1s. So it wasn't
Oh,
a pleasant scenario for my particular character at the time, which was a ranger who got totally ruffle stomped. But yeah,
no.
all right, let's wrap it up there. Let's have a good conversation next time. So thank you all for joining us on the stream today. I'm just going to go
Yeah.
ahead and stop the stream there. It should be
Thank you,
available
guys.
on the channel after the fact. So yeah,
I'm not,
Thank you,
I'm,
chat.
I'm going to try not
thank you for
to.
hanging out. Thank you for being cool.
Everyone clip my bad takes on the VOD, upload them and make sure to put them on Twitter, link back to my channel,
Yeah,
tell everyone how horrible I am.
Yeah.
All that fun stuff.
yeah. Get your links in the chat as well. Like, just do it again.
Yeah.
Just spam them.
Only thing,
Like, just
only thing
do
I'll
it.
say is either subscribe my channel or I'll flip off your grandma.
True fact. True fact.
You're a
All right.
fact.
Thanks,
All right,
guys, for watching. We will catch you next time.